pick up the container, and give you a scheduled date of when your furniture and the other possessions will be at your new home. So if you're moving across country or across town, be a pack rat. Join the Pack Rat family. Call Pack Rat right now for your free quote. See y'all later, Pack Rats.
Call 800-965-1298. 800-965-1298. 800-965-1298. That's 800-965-1298.
It's the Chase! It's the Chase! Live 1 to 3, Monday through Friday on Fan Run Radio, Fox Sports Knoxville. Listen to Chase and his friends on WKG. It's the Chase! It's the Scruffy City! Listen to his friends, and his friends are on WKGN. I'm always taking your calls on the Tennessee Vols. It's the Chase! It's the Chase! It's the Chase!
All right, Knoxville, the Chase is on. My name is Chase Thomas, and I am joined alongside Jack Foster in person of Rocky Top Insider and Omaha Productions right here in the White Claw Hard Seltzer Studios, coming to you live from beautiful Knoxville, Tennessee. Jack Foster in the building here for the weekend. Jack, how are you doing, my friend?
I'm doing great, Chase. It's a pleasure to be in person this weekend. I figured, it's Georgia weekend. Game day's here. I got to be here. We got to make this happen in person today. Couldn't be more thrilled. And we got a lot to talk about, my friend.
We have a lot to talk about. It's game day. I mean, you've been around. You were out and about yesterday here and your old stomping grounds. What did you see? What's the vibe been like for you since you've been back? It feels very positive, right?
Yeah, I think so. And I feel like pessimists, the negavols out there are even forced to be a little more optimistic, or at least acknowledge the possibility of a Tennessee win given the spread. I mean, say what you will about Vegas, but it is telling a lot of times. Line plummeted into towards Tennessee's favor quickly to 3.5, and a 3.5 point line against a Georgia team. I don't think we expected that before the season, especially with what Tennessee had, all those question marks on offense. But now it feels like Tennessee could definitely win this game. Feels like Georgia's pretty gettable in this moment in time. And I still think the jury's out on how good the Tennessee offense is, but it certainly looked good enough to where I think it can win this game behind a great home crowd.
You said could. I did my official prediction yesterday. I was on Memphis Sports Radio this morning, and I slept on it and gave the same prediction. I can't shake it. 23-17 Georgia. Are you going officially Tennessee? Come on, Jack Foster. We're about 24 hours out. Brett has Georgia 38-7. What is it? 52-7?
No, I'm not
okay.
That stupid like you were week one, but no, I mean, I think Georgia wins comfortably.
Okay.
Hey, where's your crimson today, by the way?
This is just, there's no crimson chase. This is not a thing.
Well, they got a big one, right?
Do they?
No.
I didn't think.
No.
Do they have a bye?
No,
they play.
Wisconsin.
Oh, they got Wisconsin. That's right. So they do have a bye. So the Luke Fickell era.
Yeah, Luke's
on.
That's very disappointing, by the way. I thought he was going to be good.
He made the mistake. It's kind of interesting where Lincoln Riley's gotten the opportunity to right his Alex Grinch wrong, where he stuck with him too long. He brought him to USC, and then he hires D'Anton Lynn.
Right.
And USC's got a lot of juice now, and the defense is really coming along, and he's fixed some stuff,
Mm-hmm.
That's not what happened. Luke Fickell, he did the wrong thing where he added Sam Houston State coach Phil Longo, and they tried the air raid. You're like, what are you doing? Like, he burned all of his goodwill going to Wisconsin. It's like, that's not even what he ran at Cincinnati. It's one of the more baffling coordinator hires this century, where Luke Fickell, you got to the College Football Playoff with Cincinnati playing your ground and pound physical style, and you went to an even better version of that historically at Wisconsin, and he was like, no, I'm going to open this thing up. We're going run and shoot. We're going air raid with Tanner Mordecai. And you're like, who do you think you are? This is Wisconsin. Like, you don't have those athletes. And the entire ethos of that program is a strong running game and offensive lineman. That's it. Like, you've put so many great elite running backs in the league. You have Jonathan Taylor still out there right now. You put Monty Ball. You've put in Melvin Gordon, who had a great career. I mean, Ron Dane didn't work out in the NFL level, but he was obviously unbelievable in college. But you're like, they had an identity crisis there for 2 years, and now he's in year 3, and they're running more of that ground and pound to better results, even with their quarterback Billy Edwards Jr. getting hurt and missing again this week, I believe. Before we'll see if he's back for Maryland for their Big Ten opener next week. But yeah, he made a big mistake, and that's one of the most underrated parts of the Heupel era, I think, is that he has hired extremely well on defense and replaced extremely well, where it's like, oh, we lost Brian John Murray. All right, let's just go get William Inge, who's been unbelievable as a replacement. I think even an upgrade. You look at coach, we lose Eckler at outside linebacker coach. All right, guess what? We'll just promote our best recruiter and a great developer of talent and Coach Chop. Like Tim Banks, a great hire, top 10 defensive coordinator in the sport. Like obviously an offensive first guy. You just wondered how he was going to be as a CEO, hiring and firing and stuff. Like Heupel, one of the most underrated parts of it, man, was he hired well. And Dan Mullen with Todd Grantham over there at Florida, that did not go well, obviously, and the loyalty there. It's just, these offensive-minded coaches, the defensive-minded coaches, who you hire under you is sometimes just as important as who. Just you being the head coach. Just that, like you're maybe sometimes as good as your coordinator hires.
Yeah, that's a good point. To get back on track, though, as far as the game, I'm going to take Tennessee. I'll do it. Because I don't.
Did you put this in the Rocky Top Insider predictions, or are you changing this now?
I got bounced from that article. They don't even include me anymore. Can you believe that?
They bounced you?
No.
Who's responsible for this? Is it Sylvia? This has Shumpert written all over it.
Yeah, no, it's definitely Ryan.
This has
anyone.
Well, you got to say, what's Ryan? Yeah.
I didn't get bounced, actually. It's just, I don't know. They didn't ask me, and I also don't cover football, so it kind of makes more sense for it to just be them 3 anyway. But so this is the first time I've said this prediction. I do think it's low scoring. I'll take Tennessee by 3, 23-20.
Okay. We all have low scoring.
Yeah, I bet the under.
Brett, do you have the under here?
What's the number?
Ooh, that's a good question off top.
Was it like 50?
I thought it was 50 something. Tennessee, Georgia. What is the over under? Let's see.
I think I'm probably just have the over. I think I had Georgia like 31-20.
I see 15.5. 50.
Yeah, I have just over then. I have like 31-20.
You're right on it.
Georgia.
Yeah. I probably
until I see us do something offensively against Kirby, it's tough.
Well, I don't. Yeah, it's going to be tough sledding, but I'm just buying into the fact that Georgia's mid and that Neyland can send Tennessee over the edge in a close game.
I think that's what we see against Oklahoma. Dark modes, night game, Oklahoma top 10 defense. That has Texas A&M Tennessee 2023 written all over it. And that's the one I have circled that probably sends Tennessee over the edge in a coin flip, like 3.5 line game. This one, I can't get there. I just can't. The receivers have to prove me wrong. Like, and I wrote about this at sportsrenaissanceman.com today, everyone's looking at Georgia's offense. Some people are looking at Tennessee's secondary with the injuries to Ricky and Jermad. Some people are looking at, we don't have Jackson Moy in the interior. Hobbs. But my whole thing is like, none of this matters if one of two things don't happen in this football game. I was talking to a Georgia beat writer about it yesterday too, is if Tennessee does not win sometimes on the perimeter, sometimes, doesn't mean you have to do it all the time, but one of Braylon Staley, Chris Brazzell, and Mike Matthews have to win sometimes. They have to get open with Dalen Everett, KJ Bolden, Robinson, Daniel Harris, all kinds of great boundary corners, great physical corners that Tennessee has not been able to handle at all. Like last year, Tennessee, do you know what their longest pass play against Georgia was last year? 17 yards to Squirrel White. Miles Kitzman led Tennessee in receiving yards that game. Miles Kitzman leads Tennessee in receiving yards this game. They're losing. No chance.
Well, I mean, depends how many yards he gets.
No, he's not getting 140.
Georgia beat us with tight ends last year.
Right, that's not how Tennessee does it, though. And
you got to take what the defense gives you.
No.
And that's Kitzelman.
No, you can't win that way. You can win that way against Oklahoma. You can win that way against Arkansas. You can win that way against Mississippi State. You cannot win that way against Georgia. You are not going to have 3 or 4 sustained 10 to 12 played touchdown drives that go 8 minutes against Georgia. This defense is the best they've had since 2022. Like, Georgia's got dudes again. And last year was a little bit of a step down. Their defense is not going to let you march down the field 4 times for scores. Right. It's not going to happen. So what you have to do, maybe once or twice you can do that. What has to happen is one of these receivers has to have a 60-plus yard touchdown reception. Has to happen in this game. Like, you need that. And I would argue you probably need a Boo Carter return touchdown, or at least something that you've seen inside the 10. Like, Boo Carter has to flip the field at least once for Tennessee in this game to give you elite field position. I think if you don't have those two, Tennessee can't win.
Yeah, I think Boo Carter's obviously a big X factor. I mean, my God, how electric is he as a punt returner? You see it again last week. So he's a complete difference maker. I think you've said this a lot, Chase. He's Tennessee's best football player, like all in all.
Best playmaker for sure.
Yeah. So he's the guy who can be that difference because let's face it, Tennessee's not as good as Georgia. They're not as good of a football team as Georgia. That's why they're underdogs at home. But I do think if Tennessee can do things right in the margins and get some splash plays like a Boo Carter punt return, like like turnovers, something on offense, big plays through the air, then that Neyland environment will be enough for Tennessee to eke out the upset. But it definitely won't come easy.
No, it will not come easy. It's possible, though. And the Georgia beat writer friend I talked to about this, he said he could see so many different outcomes for this game. And that's the first time he has thought that in this series between Heupel and Smart. Where, like, we could see Tennessee win comfortably. Georgia win comfortably. You could see close game on both sides. Like, there's a lot of different ways this game can go. And there's so much volatility because I think I have not liked how much we've all just settled into Joey Aguilar is obviously the guy. Like, we've gone too much too soon.
Yeah.
He has passed he's checked a lot of boxes to this point, but I do think this is a big test. Like, we haven't even gotten the SEC play, and he's been good. Like, part of the difference that I think the vibes are different.
We knew he'd be good in those first two games, though, right? You didn't have any reservations coming in the season about him, did you?
I mean, you didn't know how good he'd be. Like, I think he was better than at least I would have anticipated him being against Syracuse. Of course, ETSU doesn't count, but
no. And I mean,
Q's is also buns, by the way. Just talking about pumping the brakes a bit on Tennessee. Syracuse isn't good, and they were able to score almost 30 points on Tennessee.
Yeah. A lot could happen in this game. Like, Joey Aguilar has not been pressured on 78% of his dropbacks. No sacks. No David Sanders in this game. So Jesse Perry is going to play a whole lot of snaps against some top tier edge talent. Like, welcome to the show. Redshirt freshman Jesse Perry. Like, welcome to the show. What's going to help is Wendell Moy on the right-hand side to help him because he's been just fantastic for Tennessee through 2 weeks. But, yeah, I mean, I think until I see Tennessee's receivers win on the perimeter enough to create that chunk play touchdown in this series, and then along with Boo Carter flipping the field, putting Tennessee either in a touchdown or inside the 20 where they can a short field for them to score another one. It's great. But I have to see that. Are you
just taking a shot whether it's double coverage or not? Because I just feel like they're going to sit two safeties deep. I don't think they're going to be available to take shots.
Even if you have it's a yak situation. Does Braylon turn a screen?
The run game, you got to get the run game, force them up.
Yeah.
Before you pass.
The run game actually kind of concerns me a little bit because
why?
Peyton Lewis I'm the biggest Peyton Lewis guy. He's not.
You got two other ones.
I mean, but Peyton's your highest upside guy. Like, Peyton's the home run hitter.
Stopped that already, I think.
Well, no, Star Thomas and Deshaun Bishop are not home run hitters. Like, Bishop, like, he's getting brought. I love Deshaun Bishop. He's not making a 60-yard touchdown run. Georgia's going to catch him. Like, that's not happening.
Yeah. He's going to wear him down.
Yeah, I'm pro Deshaun Bishop and I'm pro Star Thomas.
10-yard runs are good too.
Not again. You can't do if you're gonna
you need you in this deep
need chunk plays.
Need no one beats Georgia without chunk plays. Yeah. Like, you are not going to do that. Like, it's just not.
You're saying chunk plays that have to score.
I mean,
you're not just saying 20-yard completions.
No, like you need some of those
plays.
Yes,
some would obviously go for touchdowns.
Yes,
just need explosives, which is probably a 20+ yard play.
Yeah. And if you don't have that, you're not beating Georgia. Like, you're not having 4 drives that go 10 to 12 plays for 8 minutes, 80 yards on this Georgia defense. I don't care if it's at home anywhere. Like, it's not happening. Georgia has given up 14 first downs through 2 weeks. Georgia's front seven, their linebackers are elite. Chris Cole and CJ Allen, like, the middle of the field, I don't know if it's going to be open. I'm worried about Aguilar in the middle of the field in this game. Like, KJ Bolden, absolute dude at safety for Georgia. I worry about the middle of the field, but you have to do something. Like, the receivers have to make plays either after the catch in the short game where they have they spring it for 50+ yards or something, or deep over the top, they get one. Georgia is caught napping or something, whatever. That I just don't think Tennessee wins this football game without one of those things happening.
I agree.
When we come back, we'll continue the conversation on Tennessee football. You can call or text us. You want to join the conversation today. 865-966-3435 is the way to jump in here today. 865-966-3435. We are just about 24 hours from Tennessee, Georgia, inside Neyland Stadium. Stick with us. The Chase right here on Fan Run Radio, Fox Sports Knoxville, 105.7 FM, 1340 AM, and always streaming for free on that Fan Run Radio app.
Take Fan Run Radio with you on the all-new Fan Run app. Just search for Fan Run Radio wherever you download your apps.
It's time for the North Knox Siding and Windows High School Football Player of the Week. Brought to you by North Knox Siding and Windows. Call 865-689-0505 or visit them online at northknoxsidingandwindows.com.
This week's North Knox Siding and Windows High School Football Player of the Week is Central wide receiver Javastin Badgett. Badgett helped lead the Bobcats to a 29-21 win over West last week. Badgett had an eye-popping 12 catches for 230 yards and 2 touchdowns as Central improved to 2-1 on the season. Javastin Badgett of Central High School, this week's North Knox Siding and Windows High School Football Player of the Week.
North Knox Siding and Windows, locally owned and operated. They can handle all your siding, window, gutter, and roofing needs. Call 865-689-0505 for a free estimate or go online to northknoxsidingandwindows.com.
Dick's House of Sport at Westtown Mall is a destination devoted to sport, and it's your destination for exclusive events and experiences. Come visit a store like no other. Check out our 40-foot rock wall, golf performance center, Hit Tracks batting cage, and outdoor turf field. You can now rent our space for private events and birthday parties. Learn more about our events and exclusive product launches on Facebook and Instagram at Dick's House of Sport KNX. Dick's House of Sport, proud partner of Tennessee Athletics.
Merritt Garage Doors and Services has been serving the East Tennessee community since 1963. At Merritt, quite simply, the customer comes first. Their door specialists will not try to needlessly upsell you because they are not commission-based like other places. This allows them to focus on your needs and not their pockets. They offer a range of beautiful garage doors in a variety of styles to suit the architecture of your home, and they will supply and install a wide range of garage door openers and accessories to take your garage door to the next level. To request a quote or schedule a service repair call, visit merrittgaragedoor.com.
It's Tennessee and Georgia, Saturday afternoon in Neyland Stadium, and this week's Fan Run Football Friday live show is at Ash's Beard and Beer Market, presented by Garage Beer. Join us for a live broadcast of The Drive, Friday from 3 to 6 at Ash's Beard and Beer Market on Kingston Pike in Lions View. We'll have $2.50 pints of Garage Beer and Garage Beer Lime, as well as a QR code that you can scan to get a 12-pack of Garage Beer to go for just $12. Plus, we'll be giving away a Garage Beer prize pack, including a sweet retro tailgate chair, pint glass, hats, t-shirts, koozies, stickers, and more. And we'll have your Fan Run Voluntary Reaction Keg of Glory t-shirts to give away as well. It's The Drive this Friday from 3 to 6 at Ash's Beard and Beer Market, presented by Garage Beer, 100% beer-flavored beer.
Are you tired of spending hours on laundry and ironing? Let Crown Cleaners handle your dry cleaning so you can handle your business. Our expert team can take care of your clothes, removing stains and wrinkles like they were never there. Whether it's your best suit or everyday attire, we handle it all at Crown Cleaners. Say goodbye to laundry stress and hello to extra free time. Crown Cleaners, Big Orange Country's imperial dry cleaning service since the 1960s. Online at crowncleaners.com.
Some Avenged Sevenfold for Jack Foster and the good folks watching on youtube.com/fanrunsports. Like and subscribe there. They're not seeing the background because Jack's in person on this fine Go Big Orange Friday because he had the Avenged Sevenfold behind him. And you're a concert goer and everything else. But I should have had some stuff plugged in for you.
Yeah, that's on you, but it's all good. No, I was just actually in Soldier Field a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Saw Sevenfold in Chicago. That was a lot of fun. Saw Chevelle recently. So, it's definitely my favorite thing to do outside of talk ball and watch ball.
Would you say it was almost easy? to go see them in person at Soldier Field?
Yeah, honestly, it was,
Yeah.
because the drive through Illinois is a piece of cake. It's just all corn.
Yeah. It's kind of like Atlanta, where people just like the state of Georgia. Like, I'm from Atlanta, but like around Georgia is the majority of Georgia.
Yeah.
And it's not like South Georgia is basically North Florida. They're all basically the same. And North Georgia, North Carolina, East Tennessee, they're all very, very close.
Mhm.
But it's different. Like, Atlanta is its own little thing, but in Chicago is the same way. And people don't realize that like Illinois is mostly, like you said, corn and like farmland and like
Yes.
just country.
Nothingness.
Yeah. There's just not a lot going on. Texas, same way. Like Texas, you go to Austin, Dallas, whatever, like obviously extremely populated. Texas is humongous, and most
Right.
of it is not a lot going on around it.
Yeah.
It's pretty interesting. Well, we're glad you are here, Jack Foster. And it's going to be a big weekend, obviously, for Tennessee. What is the matchup that you like the most for UT in this game? And what is the matchup that you like the most for Georgia in this game?
Yeah, I think the matchup, I feel like Tennessee will be able to shut down Georgia's passing game. And, defending the middle of the football field, I think Tennessee could do a good job at. Tennessee obviously is good linebacker play. I know the secondary's banged up. There's problems there, but Colton Hood's had a great start to the season. I don't really have a bunch of issues with what's going on in the back end for Tennessee, less than I thought I would. I thought I would be more scared of Tennessee's secondary depth and what that looked like without McCoy and Gibson than I currently am. So just in general, Tennessee's pass defense versus what Georgia could be able to do in the aerial attack, I side with Tennessee there. I think Gunnar Stockton is in for a poor day statistically, and I think he'll have a lot of problems against this Tennessee defense. What I like for Georgia is, we talked about Tennessee needing to hit chunk plays because Tennessee's not going to be able to nickel and dime Georgia down the field. You're exactly right. I completely agreed with that take. So I feel like Georgia's DBs against Tennessee wide receivers, you obviously have to side with them.
Yeah, I think they have the advantage until Tennessee proves otherwise. I will say the Gunnar part of it is so interesting because he's shown, like I was talking again, friend of the program, Graham Coffey, about this yesterday. And he said this, and I thought this was interesting, is if he hadn't seen Notre Dame Texas Gunnar last year, and our only data points were these first 2 weeks, there's real concern about Gunnar Stockton. We're like, like this is a problem. Like we're in Brock Vandagriff territory here. But because you've seen him handle the game well, handle some big time pressure and some big time body, like top 5 talent bodies on defense in Notre Dame and Texas. And I mean, he managed the game really well against Texas, and they didn't lose to Notre Dame because of Gunnar Stockton. Like, he was okay. Like, it was still a big moment, and they made the college football national championship game. Like, Notre Dame was really good last year. So if you don't have that though, and you only see this year where he's just like refusing to throw down the field to open Georgia receivers through 2 weeks, you're like, like this is odd. So you've seen both sides. That's what makes everything so confusing about Gunnar Stockton at this point, is like, there is a part of me that could see this being a coming out party, like it was for Stetson Bennett in 2021 when they came to Knoxville. Like, that was his jumping off point for his Georgia career, really. And then obviously the rest is history with him. Carson Beck was a get right game last year for him. And what you have to adjust, and I understand it's hard. Like, this is a final boss. And I think I understand a lot of folks' frustrations about not winning in the series yet here. But it's like, Kirby Smart being your final boss, I think it's okay. I mean, Georgia fans dealt with this with Nick Saban forever with Kirby Smart. So it's a problem until it's not. And I mean, they beat Kirby Smart beat Nick Saban in the national championship game. It's pretty sweet to get over the hump that way. So just because you haven't beaten Kirby Smart yet doesn't mean you're never going to beat Kirby Smart if you're Josh Heupel. But it might take longer. It took Georgia a long time to get over the Alabama hump. It might take more than just this year. But one of the things that I do really like for Tennessee is that Gunnar can go a lot of different ways in this game. Like, that he is not a certainty. It would not surprise me if Gunnar bounced back and like he woke up in this game and was just fine. It's not great for Tennessee, but I also could see a scenario where if the first quarter goes to the way I think it can, because remember, Tennessee should have been up 14-0 to start last year on the road in Athens. And I don't know how Carson Beck would have responded being down 14-0 early, because that was when he was in the midst of I guess they're not the yips, but they're pretty bad. I mean, he's having 4 interception games. Like, he was bad against Florida. He was bad against Texas. He's okay. I should say okay against Texas. Bad against Alabama till the second half. Ole Miss, he was awful.
Right.
Like, you just kind of, I mean, even Kentucky, they were really bad.
Yeah.
I mean, they were in a dogfight against Kentucky, 13-12. So he was really going through it in the middle part of the year. I mean, he threw like, I think 11 interceptions through just the middle part of the year alone. So he got right, but he dropped back 40 times, didn't get hit by Tennessee. Tennessee didn't. They sent 4. They didn't blitz a lot. But what we're seeing early is Tennessee is blitzing Arion Carter a little bit. They're blitzing Edwin Spillman. I think Boo Carter has to be a big part of this game plan. He needs to be blitzing a lot. He's really good off the edge. Boo Carter is a good blitzing star. You need to be sending a lot, especially in the first quarter, because I like Tennessee's chances if they're able to go up 14-0 on Georgia this year, because I don't know how Gunner's going to respond. I don't know if he's going to be overwhelmed and press a little bit and get in his head and not take those shots because he's down on the road in his first SEC start. Starting fast has not worked out for Tennessee through 4 weeks, but it almost did for years, but it almost had last year. And I think at home here, I think it could play a big part in whether or not Tennessee wins this game.
Another thing that's also happened to Tennessee in big games like this is quarterback run from the other team has killed them. Not designed quarterback run, scrambles, especially on third down. I mean, countless times in big games, Tennessee's gotten killed by that. And, Stockton's not a guy who's going to run a ton, but he definitely can run. And, where are you at with that, Chase? Have you thought about that at all?
Yeah, I kind of worry. And I think this is why Edwin Spillman has to play more than T-Lander in this game. This has got to be the start of, like, not the transition, but, like, Edwin Spillman and Arion Carter need to play together the most amount of snaps of anybody on Tennessee in their linebacker room on Saturday. You got to play your 2 best guys. And Edwin Spillman is your best. T-Lander, great leader, great in the box on obvious rushing situations. Spillman's got to be out there in coverage and spying along with Arion Carter. Arion Carter's got to play the best game of his Tennessee career in this one, because they have been, like, I mean, the middle of the field was a huge problem last year on the road. Like, Delp and Lawson Lucky just completely carved up Tennessee in the middle of the field. Idris Farouk is going to be challenged in this game. Andre Turrentine's going to be challenged in this game in the middle of the field. Like, Tennessee, I think, is going to be fine on the perimeter. They don't give up big plays. They didn't give up any passing plays over 40 yards last year. It's not where I'm really worried about Tennessee. I'm worried about the middle of the field, how they handle it, how the linebackers cover, and like you said, like how they spy and keep Gunner Stockton from getting those 3rd and 6 first downs. We've seen that story over and over again. Taylor Green had perfected it last year in Fayetteville. They couldn't get off the field. Like, Tennessee, I mean, did they have the ball for like 2 minutes or something in one of the quarters in the first half in Fayetteville last year? Wasn't it something preposterous, the amount of time Arkansas had the ball?
Yeah, it was that game, not Bama, right? Where the TOP was crazy.
Yes,
both they obviously scored. 0.
Yeah, the TOP was absurd against Arkansas. I remember pretty vividly. But I mean, Graham Mertz was cooking you in Neyland last year, and if he doesn't get hurt, what does that game look like? You saw Emory Jones in 2021. Tennessee couldn't get off the field there. You saw Matt Corral in 2021. Tennessee couldn't get off the field. Stetson Bennett in 22 was obviously really good with his legs and was a huge problem for Tennessee. So, yeah, I think it's a big part, but I do think Tennessee's got good options. I think Arion Carter has the potential to be a real thorn in Gunner Stockton's side. I think Edwin Spillman does as well, but I think those two have to be healthy and play a whole lot of snaps. And I think that's a really bright future and a really great combination for Tennessee. And then you rotate in, obviously, T-Lander and maybe Jordan Burns or, Ben Bolton, whoever it is, they get a little bit of snaps, but this is Georgia. And you got to play your best 2 as much as you possibly can. And I just feel like Spillman and Carter are the best 2.
Does this offense feel like Bama's offense from last year at all? Like going into the matchup? Like, are you
talking about Georgia's offense?
Like comparing to like a Bama offense of 24, like when they came in here, you had Milroe. Maybe he's a better athlete than Stockton, but the running ability you're worried about more so than the passing ability. You really shut him down completely. And then Bama was kind of toast. I don't know. I just trying to think of, because you can't really do it this year. It's too early to really know. We don't know the unknowns. I don't know.
I tend to agree. I mean, what do you think, Jack?
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't thought about that.
They don't have like the number 1 wide receiver that Bama had, or Ryan Williams, but you also didn't have a McCoy. You don't have McCoy out there to kind of shadow him, or Gibson. But I don't know. I was just trying to draw off anything from last year or anything.
I feel like Bama is much more dangerous. Like,
really?
Like that Bama offense last year compared to this
I
Georgia
was just trying to think
offense?
of like going into a game, because they were like number 5 in the country.
Ooh, that's a tough one.
There's not a lot about this Georgia offense that really scares me.
I think the way they can carve you up with their tight end still a little scary. I think they have a bunch of talent at receiver. They have a bunch of options. They have not been able to utilize that talent yet. But I mean, Branch, Thomas, Colby Young, Dylan Bell, London Humphreys, Taylor, like they have dudes. Like they have, and they're all different. You know what I mean? Like Dylan Bell is just like a Swiss Army knife, running back / tailback. You have Cash Jones out of the backfield. Like that's something you have to monitor. I think they have a lot more versatility than Bama had last year. Is I guess what I'd
Bama
say.
had two good running backs. Jam Miller, Justice Haynes were there.
Yeah.
You shut them down.
Yeah.
Milroe was like 15 on 10 yards. I mean, like,
yeah,
it felt a little similar.
The thing I worry about more though is Tennessee's defensive line was deeper than they are this year. Like
we're definitely healthier, no doubt, and better.
I just am worried. I mean, that's a quiet worry I have of like we'll see on Moy because it seems like that's gonna be a game time decision tomorrow. I don't think they need Moy to play like 40 snaps, but I mean, Eason played 60-something snaps against Syracuse.
Two guys did.
Dominic Bailey did too.
Yeah.
I don't love that in this matchup at all. And I wish they had David Hobbs in this game. Moy, if he could give you a lot. I mean, Ethan Utley and Isaiah Campbell are going to have to play. Nathan Robinson's got to stay on the field. He's good when he's
especially
healthy.
if drives for Georgia are going to be methodical, which I think we are. They're not a big play offense like that typically. So that's the wear you down factor. You know, we talk about us not wanting those extended drives. I think Georgia's going to want that.
Yeah, they want Dominic Bailey, Bryson Eason, and Joshua Tosis to get worn down. Yeah.
And they're not going to go quick because the crowd factor and different things like that. They want to huddle up probably.
And that's the way Georgia can beat you. They have the ability. Tennessee can't do that.
Yeah.
Tennessee can do that a couple times. They're not going to win the game that way.
Wasn't our first scoring drive last year like almost 4 minutes with Kitzelman? It might have been to start the game. And then after that, it was, what you talked about. It was just a struggle for the most part.
I mean, look at Syracuse. Look at the time of possession for Tennessee. And like part of the reason the defense played so much in the first in the first game of the season is because the offense was scoring in 2 minutes. Like you're looking at it's like a 4-play touchdown drive. And over and over again, the defense was on the field a lot. That's part of the issue with tempo is that the defense is on the field a lot. And I don't think Tennessee can play with too much tempo in this game because they're just so thin on the defensive line that you have to play the long game here. You're trying to make this a 4-quarter game. If Eason and Bailey and Joshua Tosis are having to play a whole heck of a lot of snaps and they're just gassed in the fourth quarter and it's a close game, it's bad news for Tennessee because that means Georgia has Nate Frazier and company just being like, all right, we know you're worn down. We're just going to run it down your throats now. And we're just going to play ball control and you're not going to get another opportunity. Like, I don't love the defensive line depth right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. All of what we're saying, going back to earlier, there's no way this game's going to be high scoring to me.
Yeah.
I just don't see a path.
Who do you think it benefits more if it's high scoring, Tennessee or Georgia?
Probably
I guess Tennessee.
I think Tennessee too.
Yeah.
I think
because it means if it's high scoring, Tennessee's probably hitting shots and able to run the ball.
Like it's more Alabama 22.
Obviously that's the really extreme.
Well, I'm just saying if it's high scoring, like if Tennessee's scoring like 38 points in this game, that means they've hit multiple shot plays, like multiple deep bombs.
Right. Quick scores.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that means in those games, I'm taking Tennessee. Like when Tennessee is rolling in that way, they're really, really hard to beat, especially at home inside Neyland Stadium.
Didn't we struggle on third down against them last year at all? Like, I know we jumped off sides a couple of times on like third and passing situations, but I think first and second down, you got to try and win to put them in more obvious, like they can't be like third and short or Stockton's ability to run and things like that. I mean, you got to get them in obvious passing downs and things like that.
Right. Make him beat you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think
you have to make Gunner.
You can't let him settle in. The worst thing, like Tennessee.
Do you feel like they're just going to come out and try and get him comfortable as can be, or do you think they come out and try to establish, their running backs and different things?
No,
like
I think
that?
they want Gunner. I think they want settling
to
in.
Branch and things like that, easy throws.
Because if Gunner settles in, Tennessee is in a whole lot of trouble. Because Gunner can carve you up slowly but steady. And if you let him do that, you let him get comfortable, you let him get confident, Tennessee's not winning this game.
9 penalties for 70 yards against Georgia last year, by the way. Did Tennessee have?
What were they on like third down and stuff? Did we do good on that or? I
mean, Carson Beck was really good on third down. I mean, he had 3 carries for 32.
He looked like a first round pick. Like
Tennessee was 10 of 18 on third, and Georgia was 8 of 14.
10 of 18, that's pretty good on the road.
Yeah, I thought Tennessee played decent in that game. It felt like Tennessee played Georgia well in that game compared to some years past.
For sure. They had 2 drives that went 10 plus plays and touchdowns. We did.
in last year's game?
Yeah, 12 plays, 78 yards, first touchdown. And then the second quarter, 10 plays, 75 yards, touchdown. But then every other drive, they had a 12-play, 36-yard drive that ended with a punt. I remember I was really upset that they punted there.
Was that the one we should have gone for
yes.
the fourth down?
100%, yes. And then Tennessee fumbled on the final one, 5 for 17, punt on 7 for 30, punt 7 for 30, final drive for the half, 1 play, -4. Another drive, 6 plays, 14 yards, punt. Like you just
Didn't
go
they
through.
have a ridiculous fumble on third down and it went 20 yards in front?
Yes.
And they recovered it.
Yes.
And then the next play was a bang play where we
Tennessee did not have any luck. Yeah.
Yeah. And you got to have some of that, I think, on Saturday. Go your way as well.
100%. And this is what I'm saying. Tennessee could do 2 touchdown drives like that. They did it last year. They had 2 10-play touchdown drives on Georgia. You don't get 4. That's just not. It's just not how it's going to go.
Right.
That's the reason you got shut out in back-to-back seasons in the second half. Is because you're trying to do the 10-play touchdown, and just you're not going to beat Georgia that way.
Well, we didn't have the explosive players. Let's face it.
Thornton was explosive. He didn't do anything in this game.
Did he play in the game?
He did play, but
okay.
he also had in every game Tennessee lost last year. Dante Thornton was not a factor.
Right.
Thornton had no catches in this game.
That's crazy.
Yeah, Tennessee had no shot of winning games without Thornton making. The Vanderbilt game, you don't win without Thornton. Thornton got you back in it.
Who led Tennessee in receiving against Georgia last year?
Oh, it's Kitzelman.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. I know. And then you go to Arkansas.
Your favorite stat.
I'm telling you, if Miles Kitzelman or Ethan Davis leads Tennessee in receiving yards on Sunday morning, we check the box scores. Guess what?
God
Tennessee
forbid
lost that
a
game.
tight end play well on Tennessee.
Yeah.
No, you can play well.
Just somebody catch the ball. That's all. I don't care who you
No,
get.
I want 5 receptions for 60 yards and a touchdown for Kitzelman.
Threw for 350. They had 9 guys get 3 catches.
Right, but here's the difference.
It doesn't matter.
No, hold on. Here's
with
the difference.
no explosive plays.
Hold on. Yes, they did. So here's the thing. Lennon Humphreys, 32-yard long play. Dominic Levitt, 38 yards long play. Oscar Delp, 25 yards long play and 2 touchdowns. Ben Urasek, 21 yards on a long play. Lawson Lucky, 23 yards on a long play. That was their longest. They were getting it.
Yeah.
So
I think Tennessee can do a better job at stopping that this year.
I think so.
And a lot of that is because I think Stockton is considerably worse than Carson Beck.
I'd feel better if Jermod was out there. Ricky, I think they're okay. Colton Hood's just a plug-and-play awesome guy, but I really wish we had Jermod in this game.
I'm just worried about the outside distractions, too. With all these... this is ridiculous, the amount of people that are in town and going to be wanting to talk about Aguilar and talk to Aguilar. This is big.
Man on campus.
That's the advantage Georgia has. Everybody's picking... Not everybody, but... drops to 3.5. There was talk about Georgia coming in the game last year, after they lost to Ole Miss. What's Georgia? They're going to make the playoff. Blah, blah, blah.
We're crowning them at we won the Nico trade. It's we haven't played an SEC game yet.
I know.
You won the Nico trade.
Nico was fine in the second half against UCLA.
Yeah, but it doesn't even matter if Aguilar is worse than Nico or Tennessee. The fact that Nico is so bad at UCLA means you won the trade.
That's fine. But can we play an SEC game? Can we get one? Can we get one before we're mission accomplished?
He went to the playoff.
Are you not a member of the Aguilar Army?
Not yet.
Yeah, I'm not either.
I need to see it. He's bad, and that doesn't mean I'm out. It just means that I'm still neutral at this point.
You think McAfee picks Tennessee on game day?
Yeah. Lock of the century.
Nico was supposed to be in New York this time last year.
Yeah.
It was ridiculous. We got our pro, first-round draft pick, number 1 pick.
Yeah.
The same time.
Let me see how Saturday goes.
Yeah.
Can we do that before we're won the trade? And I'm
I'll happily be wrong about that.
All right. But can we do one more? Can I see a conference game?
Yeah.
Doesn't mean it's going to go. Like I said, it's not a negative thing. It's
we get
just
to see
neutral.
Nico tonight before Saturday happens.
He might ball out tonight.
Oh, who they playing?
New Mexico.
Yeah.
Somebody said who said Mexico yesterday?
Oh, that was
Alex.
Yeah, Alex was just they're playing. I'm you mean New Mexico?
Yeah.
I don't think they're just taking on Mexico.
15-point favorite.
Yeah, there you go. When we come back, we'll talk some Tennessee baseball a little bit with our Tennessee baseball insider from Rocky Top Insider, Mr. Jack Foster. Stick with us. It's The Chase right here on Fan Run Radio, Fox Sports Knoxville, 105.7 FM, 1340 AM, and always stream for free on that Fan Run Radio app.
Raise a glass of Jameson Irish whiskey to the sport of football. Hear, hear!
To Gaelic football, born in Ireland in 1885 in its thrilling blend of soccer, rugby and basketball. On a massive field, 15 players kick or hand pass a round ball that scored points over a bar or into a net. No pads, no helmet, no sense.
Hear, hear!
to college football, which kicked off in 1869 when Rutgers beat Princeton 6-4 in the Battle of New Jersey. With 11 players in helmets and pads, teams battle on a 100-yard gridiron with explosive pass plays and hard-hitting tackles, unless you're called for targeting.
Hear, hear! Since 1780, Jameson Irish whiskey has been enjoyed by sports fans all around the globe. Whether your football is Gaelic, American, or even soccer, we can all agree on super smooth Jameson Irish whiskey. Hear, hear!
Attention service members and veterans. Introducing the Griffin Law Firm, your trusted ally in military legal matters. From court martials to benefit claims, at Griffin Law, your mission is their mission. Here's VFL Marshall Griffin.
As a veteran and retired military attorney, I've successfully defended lifelong benefits and helped preserve professional futures. So I know that when you hire a military justice lawyer, you maximize your chance to get relief. With my unique experience, I can advocate for you because there's no military matter that's too big or too small. Let us help you make these critical decisions that could affect the rest of your life. Remain silent. Request counsel. Call Griffin Law.
For a free consultation, call 888-707-4282. That's 888-707-4282. Or just visit griffinlawdefense.com.
Tired of waiting for the weekend or good weather to play around? From casual to committed, Back Nine Golf has got you covered. Open to the public and offering flexible membership opportunities, they offer 24/7 access to 5 different simulators, providing cutting-edge technology, instant swing feedback, fun mini games, and a wide variety of courses to choose from. Perfect for that solo round you want after work, or swing by with food and drinks for an afternoon with friends and family. No stressful tee times, no rain delays. It's Back Nine Golf your way. Book your tee time now at theback9golf.com.
Yee-haw! I've been hooting and hollering ever since I started betting with the VIP Play app. VIP Play has more than 200 leagues, every bet type you can imagine, live betting and live hosts, all with 24/7 support from real live people when you need them. Start betting better with the VIP Play app today.
Don't be a better, be a better with VIP Play today.
Download VIP Play today or head to VIPPlayApp.com. Make sure you use the promo code FANRUN to take advantage of their welcome bonus and so they know that we sent you. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-88-99789. Must be 21 or older and located in Tennessee to bet.
What kind of day is it? It's a White Claw day. Light and refreshing tasting, uniquely cold way filtered. There's an iconic flavor for everyone. Come on, grab a pack. White Claw. Grab life by the claw. Please drink responsibly. Hard seltzer with flavor. White Claw Seltzer Works, Chicago, Illinois.
Jack Foster, Brett Hoolander in studio on this fine Friday afternoon. Here in hour number 1, we got Jack Foster, Rocky Top Insider, to tell us about what he thinks about this Tennessee 2026 rotation now that Anton Seibert is out 12 to 16 weeks here. What does this mean for Seibert, you think, going forward, going into next year? He's a 3-year guy. And we did the math this week in terms of draft eligibility and all that. So he's got one more year here regardless. But, I mean, did you see him being a potential factor in the weekend rotation next year? And now kind of where are you at with him and his role in 26? And how does that change your perspective on what this is going to look like for Tennessee?
Yeah, obviously don't think he will end up being a weekend starter for Tennessee. This missing all of fall is just really going to put him behind the 8 ball. You know, the expectations is he'll be there for the preseason and able to be healthy by the time the 2026 season starts. But I feel like Seibert will begin as a midweek bullpen arm just to get his feet wet. And then he's a guy who could quickly rise up the ladder and become a really entrusted bullpen arm throughout the season. And, you know, you never want to put things in pen before you ever see a game. But while I don't think it's likely he would end up being a weekend starter, he has the talent to become that if Tennessee needs it to happen. But regardless, I still think the sky's the limit for him. The injuries have been really unfortunate. Hopefully this is the last time he has to deal with something like this, and he can start 2026, like I said, get his feet wet in those first couple months and really begin to ramp it up and be a valuable arm for Tennessee.
Yeah, it's just one of those things where you just kind of push off to the side because like Tennessee is just going to be so thin, with the new roster limit.
Yeah.
Like it's just this is where we've talked this summer where like one of the changes is just that like you just don't have a lot of wiggle room in terms of injuries for some of these guys. And we'll see how he ultimately factors in going into 2026. But I mean, it's interesting because I think Tennessee, they've got a lot of options in the weekend rotation, right? Like that's not a big issue in terms of that, but it's just more the bullpen for me, where it's like he's someone who could have been a long-term arm, somebody that if he develops well, he could be a 2-year guy or a multi-inning guy, 2-game-a-weekend guy for Tennessee and a Nate Snead type role, something like that. And maybe he's an AJ Russell in 2026, and we see how that ultimately goes from super talented guy, 6'8", 235,
It's massive,
like huge dude, and all the talent in the world, top 35 player in his class last year. You got options, but I do think he's one of those guys who seems like he could have been a multi-game, and I shouldn't say could have been. It's just he's now, like you said, behind the 8 ball, like missing winter ball and everything else. 12 to 16 weeks is just going to be hard. And I mean, it sucks for him because he's a super talented guy and he missed all of last year to injury. It's just you hope he can stay healthy because he could be a really good player for Tennessee. But now it's just, I think it's more pressure on those transfers, right? Like whether that's Bo Rudy, whether that's Mark Hendy,
Blaine Brown.
Yeah, like those guys are now, hey, there's a little bit more pressure on you because Siebert's a huge what if right now.
Yeah, he is. And, it's such a new roster for Tennessee this year. I mean, they only returned, 5 arms total from a year ago? It's Coons, Krenzel, Arvidsson, Nick Abraham, and Siebert.
Yeah.
I think of the 5 they return. So, it's a lot of pressure on these transfers, and it's such an unknown as to what the pecking order is going to be for these guys. I think that Mac starts, and I think Evan Blanco.
He's a Friday guy, right? Feels like Mac is your Friday.
And I think Coons starts as well. So I feel like those 3 will be Tennessee's rotation, but these other guys have the talent to be that as well. I'm excited to see what Blaine Brown can do. What an interesting player he is, and the flashes he had at Rice were incredible. Brady Frederick obviously was great at ETSU, and then Bo Rudy, Mark Hendy, those other guys you mentioned, I think are going to be really solid bullpen arms. But there's just a lot of talent here, man. I think Tennessee's in a good spot overall.
Yeah, there's a lot of talent. They just got to stay healthy. Like Arvidsson,
you talked about the Nate Snead. That's Arvidsson this year. I think Arvidsson's a guy who can go multiple times in a weekend, do different roles for you, extended relief, shut it down. I think Arvidsson's going to be potentially the most important arm to Tennessee's staff this year.
Yeah, I feel like the best version of Tennessee, how it plays out for Tony's team, is Mac just is your next plug and play transfer Friday night guy. And then Saturday is a battle between Coons and Krenzel. Because I think Krenzel's got some upside, and let those two battle it out to see who wins that one. Fair fight, see what happens. I'm a big Coons guy, but I also think Krenzel, super interesting, both righties. We'll see who wins that battle. And then, like you said, I do feel like Arvidsson he showed some stuff down the stretch. He can still get drafted high if he's like a Nate Snead type guy. Like that doesn't really hurt his draft stock to be not a weekend starter. Like Arvidsson can still help Tennessee. And I think, like you said, in a whole lot more as a multi-game guy, because Blanco, I mean, it's easy to forget he was an elite player on a College World Series team at Virginia 2 years ago. So I think the best case scenario for Tennessee is Blanco being your Sunday. Like I think you want Blanco as one of your weekend guys along with Coons and or Krenzel and then Landon Mack. I think that's your best version of what could happen for Tennessee.
Yes. And you talk about best version. I love Braden Krenzel, but let's be honest, Tegan Coons has a higher ceiling.
But I mean, is there not some Drew Bream to Craig Krenzel? It's his dad too.
Yes, there definitely is. But dude, when Coons has it working, he's unbelievable.
Yeah, wasn't he really good this summer?
Yeah, he was in Cape. He was in the Cape.
Yeah.
I don't know. Was Krenzel in the Cape too? I don't remember if Krenzel was. I know Tegan was and was really good. Tegan, but again, I don't know. They just kind of used him weird. You know what I mean? Like it was just not a lot of trust that he didn't go deep into games. There's just some weird Tegan stuff to me, and it's not has to do with Tegan. It's just I don't know. I need to see them completely buy in on Tegan Coons in 26.
Yeah, you just saw the potential so many times. I want to see it fully happen, like in a 6 to 7 inning start.
Yeah.
Can we just see this all come together at once?
Yeah.
Never got around to it last year, but have hopes for this year.
Has Mac seen this level of teams? He's coming from Rutgers.
No, but
I mean, it didn't really matter for Doe.
I mean, I like the idea of
Yeah.
the senior Blanco coming from
Yeah.
Virginia, being a guy to get you off to good starts. on
You
the
want him to be the
weekend.
Friday guy.
I think so.
Okay.
Interesting. I mean, I think that's
Look,
the best version of Blanco is a
Wasn't he
Friday night guy.
Friday guy for Virginia. He pitched.
Not last year, but 2 years ago. He was banged up last year.
Okay.
Yeah, and don't think that Frank can't get Blanco back to his 24 self.
Yeah, I mean, maybe he's your
If
Doyle
anybody
this
can
year.
do it,
Maybe
yeah.
he's your Doyle.
Right.
I mean, it's high bar. Liam Doyle was unbelievable this past year.
Yeah, blew expectations out of the water for sure.
But Blanco has talent. Like, he has top end, like, Friday night shove top.
He's
of the-
lefty too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, Blanco is kind of like that because he was such a late addition and all eyes were on Mac because it was a LSU Tennessee battle. I think that's why that got picked up more, is like the two powers in the SEC both wanted him. So it's just, you feel good about Mac. You're like, okay, LSU and Tennessee are battling it out for this kid from Rutgers. Yeah, I feel pretty good. He's gonna be just fine.
And do you want to talk the offense at all? Like, I'm just curious. Do you expect the offense to? I mean, because they weren't great last year, right? So you got to expect them to be better this year, right?
I think they're gonna be better.
Yeah, probably. I don't know if they'll have
They don't have a Fisher, right?
Right, exactly.
People think it's Ford, maybe. I don't know.
I think Ford could be. I mean, Fisher was unbelievable.
He was.
I've said unbelievable
Wasn't
twice, but
so
like
well.
Fisher
Yeah.
really was. Like, you go through Fisher's numbers, it'll be kind of forgotten because Tennessee didn't get to where they wanted to go ultimately. But Fisher, you could not get out. I mean, that streak of always getting on base is just preposterous. Like, Fisher,
Yeah.
we thought was going to be a strikeout and home run guy, and he's like, no, I'm just going to get on base all the time.
if people have done the all Tony era team.
Yeah.
Fisher deserves to be the DH on that team.
Yeah. 100%. Fisher was fantastic for you. So, but I do think Henry Ford, again, if he bounces back to kind of what we saw 2 years ago,
Right.
Henry Ford is absolutely capable of being a superstar for Tennessee.
I mean, Ford was a guy to where when Tennessee was recruiting him in the portal, it was like, well, don't really need to waste our time on this all that much because he's going to go to the league anyway.
Right.
And then now he's at campus, and it wasn't even a thought in the end. So, no, I think Ford could be that guy. I'm curious to see what Levi Clark looks like this year because if we were to rewind a non-con play, it's like, oh, Clark is the next dude, you know?
Mhm.
And he obviously hit a little bit of a freshman wall, but I still think he has tons of potential.
Yeah.
So one of those guys will probably be Tennessee's big slugger. Overall in the offense, though, if these guys like Manny Marin and Jay and get a lot more consistency out of them, then yeah, I think the offense will definitely be better than last year.
You need Quentin Eberhardt just over here, like Manny Marin, just throwing, what are they called? The peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
Uncrustables.
Uncrustables. Just throw it up. Like every day, every time he sees Manny Marin around campus. Hey, Manny.
And Manny's the good call, too, because
Yeah.
he had a lot of pop, even though he
Yes.
was a small dude.
Like
he
that
showed
Oppo
it.
home run last year
Yes.
was great.
So if you can just like double that,
Yes.
he could be a absolute star.
He could be what you wanted Dean Curley to be.
Yeah. Much better
What
defender.
about this Tyler
more
Myatt?
consistent.
Is Myatt? Is that his name?
Yeah, the
Huge wild card.
Walter State.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I remember
I
who
don't
was
know
it?
if
Was
he's
it
gonna
who was
start.
the guy? Colby Backus came from Walter
Yes.
State, right? And he had incredible numbers too. And he has
Not
really
Myatt. And Myatt was also just
Myatt.
raking at the Cape again
Oh,
this
was
summer
he
too.
really?
Like
Okay.
Myatt was, I think his first at bat was a home run for Tyler Myatt at the Cape.
Yeah, I think Myatt is a more hyped land than Colby
Yeah,
was.
Gotcha.
He's more Ozuna.
Sure. Yeah. And also Colby was really known for his defensive and speed prowess.
Yeah. Okay.
And with Myatt, he's just like a slugger.
Just
Yeah.
wants to hit.
Yeah, just full DH.
Yeah.
Like that guy, he should rake. But again, I don't know. What I hope is he's Griffin Merritt.
That'd be great.
That's huge for Tennessee.
Yeah, he's not going to be starting in the field. So
No.
if he's playing as DH.
Love Griffin Merritt. He was awesome. Also,
Oh,
just
yeah.
the best. Like,
Great dude.
great dude. Loves like he's just super smart guy, and he has a future if he wants it in like college baseball. And if you ever need time, you need a Tennessee guy to talk to. Griffin Merritt, top
Exactly.
3.
I mean, we do all these interviews, and
Yeah.
oftentimes 18, 19-year-old kids won't be the most, won't be the best in front of a camera or mic
Yeah.
talking. Griffin Merritt was like a second coach. He was giving just as good quotes as Tony Vitello was in 2023.
Yeah.
And it's a ridiculous recruiting weekend, right? I read that. I
Yeah.
think Rocky Top.
He-
Like,
What'd you say?
the recruiting weekend.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
supposedly Tony was talking about.
Yeah.
Like some of these guys that are on there. It's
Yep.
like, I don't even know why we're wasting our time with them. Like it's crazy the amount.
Which is funny because it's like, well, I mean, you're the top recruiting program in the country the last couple of years.
Yeah.
I mean,
They want to come see you.
yeah, they're like us. I mean, you're gonna land some of these, Tony. Like
Yeah.
historically, like
So you have to recruit them.
Yeah.
You never know. One might decide to stick.
That's why I like Tony. I mean, he never stops recruiting, but it's just like he understands you're you're battling some big boys.
Oh, this wasn't on the agenda, but
yeah,
rundown, I should say. But real quick, Tony, while Candace is a great pick, how badly do you guys want to see Tony guest pick College Game Day at some point?
Oh yeah,
in his tenure?
Yeah, I mean Tony would be fantastic.
I think it'd be amazing.
Yes, Tony would be. I mean, Tony would be great. I think Candace will be good. I mean, Candace is good on NBA. Like, she's someone who I think is naturally, like, she's got a lot of personality. She's a lot of fun. She will not be uncomfortable in that environment. She'll be good. But, yeah, I mean, Peyton we've seen. Peyton's solid. But
it's Peyton.
It's Peyton. Like, he's just...
it's great.
Yeah.
But you don't have to do it every time.
No. And Tony's great. I mean, Rick Barnes would be subtly great, too. Like, because he's naturally a funny guy. And I think he would play off... He's kind of one of those guys where Nick Saban were just I think people would be surprised about his jokiness, where Rick is a lot more of a jokester, where I think he'd be able to play off some of these guys better than people might anticipate. Tony's obviously great everywhere, but Rick, I think, would surprise people where it's like, oh, that was good.
You never know. These guys could pop up in a 3-hour show.
I think ESPN's potential, I don't know what this is a hunch, but maybe their worry about getting a basketball or baseball coach is it's maybe, while it's great for Tennessee, it's a little niche nationally, whereas Candace Parker, like you said, amazing WNBA player on TNT.
Yeah,
all this
she's
stuff. She's
NBA
done so
both,
much more than just be
Mount
a star.
Rushmore, vol athlete.
Yeah, she's done so much more than just be a great women's basketball player at the University of Tennessee. So it makes a lot of sense for her to.
Would she be rocking a bunch of Adidas?
That's a good question. I don't know.
Wait, what do you ask?
Yeah, she's the Adidas athlete. What is she? The president? What is her role?
Like president of the women's side of Adidas or something.
Yeah. It's a big recruiting weekend for the Lady Vols too. For Kim Caldwell.
That doesn't hurt either. Yeah.
Everyone's coming in. I saw the list. I mean,
it's crazy.
The list. I was reading the War Room at VolQuest, and I was like, goodness gracious.
Yeah.
That list is bonkers.
For all the sports.
Yes.
Shout out Karen Weekly as well.
Yeah.
She got extension.
There you go.
So
when we come back, we'll continue the conversation here on all things Tennessee. If you want to join the conversation, you can call or text us. 865-966-3435 is the way to do so. 865-966-3435 is the way to do so. Jack Foster, Rocky Top Insider, and Omaha Productions in studio on this Go Big Orange Friday. Stick with us. It's The Chase right here on Fan Run Radio. Fox Sports Knoxville, 105.7 FM, 1340 AM, and always streaming for free on that Fan Run Radio app.
The flagship station for Tennessee football. Fans. Fan Run Radio.
Are you tired of waiting on interest rates to drop before you start saving money? I'm Chris Burleson with University Lending Group, and I've got a better way. With a traditional closed-end mortgage, most of your payment goes straight to interest, not your balance. But with my Smart Loan, every deposit you make cuts your principal immediately and reduces interest in real time. On average, my clients pay off their mortgage in just 7 years. Call me today at 865-388-7634 or visit smartloantn.com and let's turn your income into financial freedom. NMLS number 332941.
Got a problem tree looming over your home? Call ECR Total Landscapes. Whether it's trimming, removal, or storm cleanup, our certified pros get the job done safely and efficiently. We're licensed, insured, and ready 24/7 for emergency calls. Big or small, we cut them all. ECR Total Landscapes. Call now for a free estimate, 865-384-2012, and mention promo code FANRUN for free stump grinding on any tree removal now through the end of the year. Also, visit us at ecrtotallandscapes.com.
Hey, folks, if you're in need of a lawyer, you need to call my friend Jerry Givens. I've known Jerry since high school and can personally vouch for him. He's East Tennessee through and through, and if you're going through a divorce, bankruptcy, or a DUI case, you'll need someone you can trust on your side to help you navigate the local legal system. You can trust Jerry Givens. Call the law offices of Jerry Givens today at 865-801-9250 to schedule your free consultation. That's 801-9250.
You're listening to FM 105.7 and AM 1340, WKGN Knoxville, and W289CU Knoxville, Fan Run Radio.
We really need to get some branded stuff. Shirts, hats, promo items, something professional.
I mean, we could just find a website and order a bunch of it ourselves.
You could, but you're taking a big risk. You don't know the quality, the fit, the timeline. It's a roll of the dice.
Yeah, I guess, but isn't that how everyone does it now?
Not the ones who actually care about how their brand looks. Look, if we're putting our name on it, it needs to be done right. We need SM Athletics.
SM Athletics?
Yeah, they specialize in working with businesses like ours. Apparel, hats, promo gear, but real, customized stuff. They actually care if it turns out right.
Probably a lot better than getting stuck with 100 t-shirts with crooked logos.
Exactly. Plus, they'll walk you through everything: sizing, colors, material, so it matches the image we're trying to build.
Makes sense. What's the name again?
SM Athletics. Trust me, if you want to look like a real company, not a flea market stand, this is the move. If you're serious about your brand, work with people who are serious about getting it right. SM Athletics.
What are you going to do with your old car? You can try selling it, you could junk it, or you can donate it to Heritage for the Blind. Your car will be towed away for free, and your donation is tax deductible. Just call 1-800-639-8620. Heritage for the Blind accepts cars, vans, trucks, and boats. It doesn't matter if your vehicle runs or not. It'll be towed away for free, and you'll be supporting those that need help. Heritage for the Blind is a nonprofit organization that helps the visually impaired live fuller lives. Call right now to donate your car. And as a special thank you for calling, you'll receive a free 3-day vacation voucher to many exciting locations. Call Heritage for the Blind right now. Call 1-800-639-8620. Donating is easy, and your vehicle is towed away for free. Plus, you'll get a free vacation voucher. Call now, 1-800-639-8620. That's 1-800-639-8620.
FM 1340 AM and ushering for free on that Fan Run Radio app. Jack Foster of Omar Productions and Rocky Top Insider in studio with us on this fine Friday afternoon. Jack, as we kick off our number 2, let's talk about this SEC slate here in week 2. Outside of the Tennessee game here against the Dogs at 3:30, what game has your attention the most here around the conference?
Yeah, there's a lot of good ones. I'm going to go with the Vanderbilt game. I just think that's a 3.5-point spread. You know, it's in Williams-Brice, 11th ranked South Carolina. Vandy beat Virginia Tech by more than South Carolina beat Virginia Tech. They scored 5 straight touchdowns in that game in the second half. I feel like Vandy could upset South Carolina in Columbia this weekend. And I don't know. I'm just really intrigued by that game, and it'll be at night, so I'll be able to watch it. And yeah, that's what I'm going with.
I'm really excited for that game. It's going to be, South Carolina, underrated atmosphere in Columbia. I think it's the most underrated SEC atmosphere home-wise anywhere around the conference outside of the unfriendly confines of Kroger Field at any given moment for our friend Brett Hoolander over there. But I do think that's going to be a great game. The line's down to what, 4.5 in that one? Is it
3.5 is what it is.
3.5, man. And Vanderbilt, they're legitimately good. And they are not going anywhere. Pavia and company are still, that's super impressive, that second half against Virginia Tech, where 5 touchdowns on 5 possessions. They played Virginia Tech better than South Carolina did on a neutral site. South Carolina hasn't looked
that great.
No, and they're more top heavy, like Lenora Sellers, obviously a high ceiling, Dylan Stewart, high ceiling, Nick Harbor, high ceiling, but they just doesn't feel like, I don't know. I think they're susceptible, but I would pick Vanderbilt straight up if this was at 3:30 or noon. Night game in South Carolina, it's almost not fair. Like if I'm a Vanderbilt fan, I'm like, man, I really think we could win this game depending on the time. South Carolina is one of those games where I wish Tennessee never played at night at South Carolina ever again, not just for 2022, but that's why I lean South Carolina. But that's going to be a great game. It might be back-to-back great SEC night games. Last week it was Mississippi State, Arizona State. That was the game of the night in Stark Vegas, but yeah, I like that one. Like, I'll be more, I don't know if I'll be alone here, but I'll be more in on that game than Florida going to LSU.
Yep, I agree.
But I don't think that's where America's going. America's going to keep up with Florida LSU.
Yeah, LSU is ABC. That's second best game of the week that ESPN has.
Yeah.
That's where GMAC will be. But I just think LSU could roll them, honestly. Like, we'll see how Florida responds, but that was such a crippling loss last week. The Texas A&M Notre Dame game, I think, will be good as far as being competitive and close. But ultimately, I think the Irish win that one in South Bend. And just looking across the league, Arkansas will miss less than a touchdown spread, so that one could be close. Some people thought Arkansas State would play the Hogs tight last week, and that was not the case. Arkansas blitzed them. So maybe Arkansas is a little bit better than people thought. But yeah, I feel like looking around the league, the good stuff's at night, and of course here in Knoxville.
Yeah, I'm glad that those were kind of spread out because Clemson Tech is noon, right? Isn't Clemson and Tech? So we just have a great.
To Bobby Dodd.
Yeah, and that's part of the reason. Did you see, by the way, former Tennessee assistant AD Ryan Alpert, who's now the AD at Tech? Did you see what he put out this morning?
Mm-mm.
It was a Brett. Did you see this?
No.
So Alpert's put out a kind of like a survey for Georgia Tech fans. So it's not done as to whether or not Tennessee will play at Bobby Dodd or Atlanta. Everyone's just assumed it's going to be Atlanta in Mercedes-Benz. Like everyone's assumed that just with the money difference. So he put out this thing, Georgia Tech fans, we need your input. Please read this update on our 2026 home schedule, specifically our highly anticipated home game against Tennessee, and share your thoughts by taking a short survey. So he put up at a post here, and it's a letter for them. He wants them to know. He wants the feedback as to would they prefer more money from playing at the Benz, or would they prefer playing it inside Bobby Dodd? You get an additional home game at Bobby Dodd, and he has the all-in price for the 6-game and 7-game situation for Tennessee and Colorado. So it's really interesting in terms of what they're going to do there. And he even has the numbers of the 6-game all-in price, excluding Tennessee, and the 7-game price, including Tennessee. And by including and excluding, it just means like in the home game season ticket package for Bobby Dodd. So I am very curious to see. That is cool. And I honestly, Danny White, maybe take I like there's some home and homes that, I mean, we hopefully will keep Washington home and home in 29-30, but that's cool for Tech and Tennessee. And then obviously West Virginia, I wish we could do a poll on that one to be like, hey, would you rather go to Morgantown or go to Charlotte? And they're like, oh, I don't know. It's going to be like, that'd be really cool to see Tennessee at West Virginia or something.
Yeah. Right.
Like if we can move that game, let's please move that game, but probably not going to happen. But I thought it was pretty cool. But yeah, Ryan Alpert, formerly with Danny White at Tennessee, I think it's a pretty cool idea to get Tech fans involved in that process. They should also get Tennessee fans involved. Like just also ask Tennessee fans, would you rather go visit Bobby Dodd, smaller stadium, less tickets available for the away team, but more historic, awesome stadium, love Bobby Dodd?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'd be curious.
I hate neutral site games.
Yes.
So.
I want to meet the person who's like, you know what I get up for? I love a neutral site SEC ACC game. Nothing fires me up quite like Tennessee, Virginia, and Nashville. Yeah, like nothing gets me going. Like just that is
even like West Virginia. They're talking about it's Charlotte, right?
Yes, it's Charlotte.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Terrible.
I'd be fun to go to Morgantown.
Yeah.
Georgia Tech's in the Benz this year, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And then next year, well, you said Jacksonville, or it's in Jacksonville.
Next year is in
the Buck Stadium, right? Tampa,
and then the year after is in Atlanta. So I don't know. And then it's back to Jacksonville. But
terrible.
Yeah, why would you not do home and home? I
Yeah.
guess just what part of me wonders is like I think fans would like it too much, and you're like, oh, we can't put the genie back in the bottle here. Like we're going to take the money from these two NFL stadiums, but fans would obviously love Florida coming into Athens, and fans would love the Dogs coming into Florida. My sneaky conspiracy theory is that like you don't want to open that door because then they're like, why were we ever doing neutral site to begin with? You know, because you already have a guaranteed neutral site that fans are accustomed to in Jacksonville. If you open the door for home and home, then fans are like, oh, why are we ever
maybe
doing
they'll
this?
change it now that they're they're going to be permanent opponents,
Yeah.
right? So maybe
Auburn
they'll
and
change
Florida
it.
are locks.
Auburn and Florida.
Yeah, those are locks. I mean,
And Georgia,
Auburn-
Florida.
That's what I'm saying. No. I'm
Georgia's
saying
locks are Auburn and Florida.
Oh,
Yes.
Auburn and Florida. Okay.
Yeah, the South's oldest rivalry is Georgia Auburn. They're not messing with that, and they're also not messing with Florida, the world's greatest
Who's their third one? then?
outdoor cocktail party.
Who's their third one?
Ooh,
I
I've
guess
seen
that'd be
South
it.
Carolina is someone who's in
Okay.
Kentucky. Is probably in play. I would say I'd be surprised if it's not one of those two.
Yeah, because who's Kentucky gonna have? Tennessee.
No.
We've been pushing for Tennessee. It's either Kentucky or Florida for Tennessee. As the third one. 'Cause
Well, yeah, right. But
so-
who would Kentucky's 3 be?
One I think is Mississippi State. I saw.
Oh, Miss State, yes, and Tennessee, and then Georgia.
Yeah, that's what I'm
South
saying.
Carolina.
It just doesn't feel. I don't know. Like Kentucky's harder. SEC permanent rivals because I want to look 3 rivals because I've seen someone who did a breakdown of this and want to pull it up because I thought it was pretty interesting.
Because you got to give South Carolina somebody. I don't even know who their guarantee would be.
I think Mizzou should sneaky be one of theirs, like the Battle of Columbia.
I like that.
I think that'd be fun. Georgia makes sense. Like Georgia and South Carolina, for whatever reason, always has some juice. Like I do think that should
There's
be
no way
third.
we would be that, right? South Carolina.
No, I mean I wouldn't say no
I would
way.
be fine with it though. Honestly, I think promoting a Heupel Beamer rivalry is good for the SEC because they both came in at the same year. They've had,
they're like sandwiched in between what you get possibly with a Florida rivalry and then the horrible Kentucky, and then South Carolina be like in between those two teams.
Well, yeah. The Kentucky thing is just understanding that if you look at it from their perspective, Kentucky has to have Tennessee. That's why Tennessee will have Kentucky.
I'm seeing this on Sooners Wire. They have for Kentucky, Georgia, Tennessee, and Texas.
Wow.
Ugh.
Texas is in a weird spot because
They
Texas has A&M and Oklahoma as locks. And then
They
you're
have
like,
Arkansas?
I think Arkansas makes the most sense as their third, but that's still.
That would be horrible for Kentucky to play Tennessee, Georgia, and Texas.
Yeah, I don't think that's
they
what
can't
they're
do
going
that to them.
No, but they have Georgia here, Auburn, Florida, South
Anybody that put
Carolina.
with Kentucky is going to be because they're the worst team.
Oh, they have Ole Miss, Mizzou, and Vanderbilt for Kentucky.
What?
No chance. No chance.
No, you're right about the mistake. They play every year.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I think it's probably Miss State. In a perfect world, it's Miss State, Tennessee, and I don't know, one of the other big dogs in the SEC that needs a permanent rival.
Yeah, I think Georgia makes sense. You know what's crazy? So Utah been a wagon, right?
Yes.
First 2 weeks, really good. They're playing at Wyoming, which road game. I guess I get that line is 23.5 though. Utah's supposed to win big, but Wyoming, very small school. Utah wagon 20th, 23.5. Alabama is 20.5 point favorites over Wisconsin. Like just the line is about the same, and it's Wisconsin. That's how bad the books view Wisconsin as. And Bama, by the way, got
Florida State
pretty much wrecked by Florida State.
I owe you a Litton's dinner for this.
Yeah, I know. But it's just crazy how bad I guess Wisconsin is. We're just kind of talking about what we were earlier. Unfortunate.
Yeah, Wisconsin Luke Fickell, he did it himself. He hired Phil Longo to run the air raid at Wisconsin.
Another example, Oklahoma, 23.5 point favorites over Temple.
I am taking Temple points there. Temple,
Against
they have
Oklahoma?
Casey Keeler, at home.
They scored 97 points in the first 2 weeks.
Yeah. Like Temple would not surprise me at all if they cover that spread.
I just don't know if they can score.
Casey Keeler's a good
Oklahoma's-
coach, man.
Oklahoma's
He won a lot at Sam Houston State. Where's G6 Garrett when you need him?
Did you go watch any of NC State Wake?
I did. That bummed me out because I had Wake in my upset of the week. Thursday
Come out
night.
so hot.
They started off great. The Nick Saban impersonator had that thing cooking.
That Smothers is a dude for NC State. Number 3.
So is Claiborne
He's
for
the
Wake
man.
Forest, running back. He's an NFL back. But yeah, they couldn't do it. Wake couldn't pull it off on Thursday. I thought it was a Fright Night
So you
special.
took them in the points.
Yeah, I took them to
Did
win.
they cover?
I
saw
it was
one
7.5. So what was the final?
34-20.
No, they did not.
I think our last I saw was 31-24.
Yeah, Wake didn't score in the second half.
Wow.
Hopefully that's not what Tennessee does for the third straight year against Georgia.
Old Robbie Ashford, not a great night.
Yeah, what is this, team 3? Because he was on South Carolina.
At least.
He was on Auburn.
Yeah.
Is that it?
I think so.
Okay.
I'll make sure.
When we come back, we'll continue the conversation. We'll do some quick slants on some Tennessee and other topics here, and then we'll put a bow on this Friday edition with Jack Foster. 3 players he's most intrigued by, and then we'll do some rapid fire NFL Week 2 picks. Our pick 'em. Great game last night between the Packers and the Commanders. Great uniforms. The Commanders going back to that red and yellow because they opened up with the nasty uniforms with that gradient number in Week 1. You know what I'm talking about? Like just awful. Maybe the worst uniforms in the NFL with the Commanders wore in Week 1.
No, what? No, you're talking about the Saints.
No, they're also awful. I'm not
Saints
saying
were horrible.
but no,
You don't like these?
no, Jack Foster, those are terrible.
What?
We'll discuss more when we come back. Stick with us, Chase, right here on Fan Run Radio, Fox Sports Knoxville, 105.7 FM, 1340 AM, and always stream for free on that Fan Run Radio app.
For the fans, by the fans. This is Fan Run Radio, Knoxville.
For over 3 years, Crumble Cookies has served the Knoxville area, from Clinton Highway to Parkside Drive. Even our friends out in Maryville have reached you, our fans, with the best cookies in the game. This fall, Crumble is gearing up for yet another fantastic season. Whether you're tailgating or looking for a pick-me-up after getting the kids from school, Crumble has you covered. Download the Crumble app to check out this week's rewards and features. And stop on by. Tell them Fan Run sent you, but don't miss the cookies.
Hey, Vols fans, Cody Brown here. I grew up right here in Tennessee and know what it means when someone says, I've got your back. That's why you can trust Farm Bureau Insurance of Tennessee. Whether it's your home, your vehicle, your family's future, or the business you built from the ground up, we will show up for all of your insurance needs. We are Tennesseans who understand what matters, which is doing right by you. Insurance is not all about just paperwork and policies, but it's about the people we insure every day. So if you want insurance that hits home, give me a call at 865-992-3871. Go Vols.
Inward Half is committed to the game and the memorable moments that happen in between. From the tee box to the tailgate, from the green to the big game. For the first birdie with Dad, the first big win with Mom. Friday night lights, Saturday superstitions, Sunday traditions. Fall into the comfort and unparalleled performance of Inward Half. This fall, enjoy the walk-in.
Citizens National Bank.
Kick off this football season with a CNB Plus Perks checking account. Move downfield with free online and mobile banking. And cross the goal line with extended evening hours and Saturday banking. Banking at CNB has its perks. Find out more at cnbtn.com.
Citizens National Bank. Banking never felt so good.
Member FDIC.
The number one problem we see at our clinic is delaying treatment. ED can get worse.
Book your appointment right now. Call 865-544-8220. Prefer privacy? Book online in under 30 seconds at menspronknoxville.com.
At our clinics, men's sexual health is the whole job. Look, I'm a normal guy too. I hate going to the doctor. But we've helped so many guys in here just like you. Even if pills have failed, our medical team is going to take the time to talk you through it. Same day in-house lab, and the treatments, well, they could change your life.
Your local medical team has your back. ED, performance, Peyronie's, size and shape modeling. We tailor what works for you.
I'll get to the point. Can you imagine epic performance and epic sex? Yeah, I said it.
A stronger you is closer than you think. We're available right now. Call 865-544-8220. Or book in 30 seconds or less at menspronknoxville.com. Men's Pro Knoxville, making it happen.
Friday Night Lights are back, and that means so is the SM Athletics Friday Night Scoreboard Show. Join me, Tim Hill, a.k.a. Vols Tim 85, and my crew every Friday night starting at 9:30 p.m. Live action, live calls, and all of the biggest talking points in East Tennessee high school football. It's the Friday Night Scoreboard Show presented by SM Athletics right here on Fan Run Radio, 1340 AM, the free Fan Run app, and streaming live on YouTube on Fan Run TV.
Sports Knoxville, 105.7 FM, 1340 AM, and always streaming for free on that Fan Run radio app. Pro Wrestling Superfan, Jack Foster in the house with the Hardy Boys music. So have you seen...
Dial it down on Super.
Dude, when we were even pregame, like prepping for this very show, you were like, hey, I might not be able to like cover it all because I'm getting caught up on TNA Impact this week. And I was like, all right, Jack Foster.
Lies. Straight up fib.
He was just over here. He was locked in. He was like, I gotta grind the TNA Impact tape.
I have not watched a weekly episode of wrestling in probably 9 years.
Okay. I mean,
but I will watch the pay-per-views occasionally if it's like a big deal.
Okay.
Like I'll watch WrestleMania.
Yeah.
And the Royal Rumble.
Okay.
But after that, it'd be hard for me to actually like do it.
Well, they lost me. It was SummerSlam 2021 where I covered it. Used to do everything. Just too much content. It was too much.
Wait, you covered it?
Yeah, I mean, I wrote about it, podcasted it. It was on
really?
The show. Yeah.
But so why'd you stop?
Too much time. Like, especially during football season. Like, SummerSlam was a 2-day event now, and you're like, I don't have time for this. Like, I don't have time to cover Tennessee and watch my Atlanta teams and everything else that like, man, they have too much content. 3-hour Raws, 3-hour SmackDowns,
Yeah,
and you're like, it's
a
too much
lot.
to keep up with. Like if you're gonna watch or cover wrestling, like that's your only deal.
It's its own world, man.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like you can't. I don't know how they do anything else in terms of like keep up with anything else if you're doing that full time.
Yeah, it's hard. As I see, wrestling probably went away as I became more and more of an NFL football fan because you can't watch Raw because MNF's on.
True.
You know, so
Speaking of, do you like the TNF broadcast? I thought it was pretty awesome. I think it looks pretty good.
I've always liked Amazon Prime, but Al
Yeah.
Michaels is my GOAT play-by-play.
Mm.
So I love Al, and I think Herbie does a good job. And they're the people on the dais for the pregame show I think are good too. Like
Sherman, Fitz,
Whitworth. Although
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of the suit jacket hoodie combo, never have been. But I think Whitworth's
Interesting.
solid. Fitz, Carissa. I think they
Chris
do a
is
good
good
job.
too. Yeah, it's a good studio show, and I just think the picture is good. It looks clean. I
Yeah,
don't know all
I
of
like
it.
the scoreboard.
Yeah, like
Scorebug, sorry.
Speaking of the
Fox.
worst score.
Oh,
And I had to watch it.
so bad.
I was watching the Falcons game on Fox this whole game, and it's just driving me nuts. Like whatever they have done is just, it's so bad. Like it's a minimalist design. It kind of reminds me of what happened with Cracker Barrel, where you're like stripping anything that's unique about this thing to make it bare bones. Where you're like, okay, we've gone too far. There's nothing wrong with minimalist. Like NFL uniforms, the best NFL uniforms have a minimalist design where it's like
Yeah.
less is more for a lot of these programs. Like San Francisco 49ers, less is more. Like just some basic SF logo on there and some red and gold. Clean, looks amazing. New York Giants, just a little NY and then some blue and gray and all that. Like looks super clean. But with the Scorebug, man, you're taking away the color. Like it just looks like
yeah, it's just
it's just
like
transparent. Yeah, it's terrible. Do you know what we're talking about, Brett?
Yeah.
It's
I mean, I
awful.
watch football.
And Brett's like, duh. And he got the
He doesn't have a
I
team.
don't
I don't know how
know.
Brett watches football as much.
you got like the down and distance is like on the left, just above one of the scores. It's
Mhm.
so bad.
Y'all had one of the best games of the weekend.
Yeah,
Who
dude,
are you
they
asking?
Balled out.
I mean, just the finish to that game was wild.
Oh,
The
it was
Bucks
great.
and
Had a great
Falcons.
time. It's a great way
I
to
do
spend
think
4.5
you have a
hours.
quarterback though. I like Penix.
Penix made a great play when he was able to keep
Drake
his
London's
knee
gotta
up.
catch a ball though.
I mean, Drake was great in that game. He got hurt, but he was great.
He's good to go this weekend.
Yeah, I mean, he's banged up. We'll see.
Yeah.
Darnell Mooney's back. We're on prime time.
Yeah,
You
both
are
have no injury.
Vikings
designation.
again.
Vikings again.
You
You
know,
know,
on Monday night. What are we doing?
well, you know what's crazy? I remember the last time the Falcons played the Vikings, I think, was when Josh Dobbs got thrown into the game.
Mm.
And Dobbs
Mhm.
cooked the Falcons. And it was one of those Larry David
Torn.
gifts where he's just like, for all the folks watching on YouTube, is like, it made me very uncomfortable because I'm like, I want to see Dobbs do well, but it didn't want him carving up my team. And
He did.
he did.
Yeah, I know. I thought Penix looked really good, and I'd
He's a
be
guy.
optimistic for the season. I mean, y'all have had great quarterback play last 2 seasons, so going back to the Kirk Cousins.
No.
That was one you had to have though, just because it was the Bucks.
I mean,
To lose at home, first game's tough.
they do it every year, though.
I thought they were going to fire the kicker.
I mean, they brought in
They-
competition. They signed some competition.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So we'll see. I don't think it's been announced whether or not they're going to go because I don't think they'll carry 2, but I don't know if you have to announce it
John
yet.
Parker Romo.
Yeah, the Romo kid. Yeah. I think
He
he
better
kicked
not
for the
cut
Vikings
2.
last year, right? Didn't he kick for the Vikings last year?
Yeah,
So,
Ku's still good.
no, he's not. Koo lost us a football game on Sunday.
Wasn't even close.
No.
Yeah, but he's like still a good kicker.
He was
He's made some big kicks in his time.
for sure. But, he's not Matt Bryant. He's not going to be kicking for us
Yeah.
at 63 years
Maybe
old.
you are.
It's just not the deal.
I tell you what, Niners cut Jake Moody finally. 'Cause that
Was he
dude is
third round, fourth
broken.
round?
Yeah, third round.
Third round.
Oh. Why do teams do this still? They still
He got picked up though. I think
Yeah,
practice
Chicago.
squad.
I mean, but like, why do teams still do that? Like, just you can pick these guys. Like, look at the Bills. Where did they get Matt Prater from? And he hits a game when he
street.
yeah, like, what? And they're the Bills. They're the
Matty
favorite in the
Pratty.
AFC right now. Like, why are you drafting kickers? What are we doing? Why are we still drafting kickers? What was
Where
it?
did he
that-
kick in college? Was it like-
Michigan. He was
it?
booming him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who was the kid who got
Well,
drafted? by the Bucks?
Janikowski wasn't Janikowski.
Oh,
like,
Roberto Aguayo, Florida State.
Aguayo.
He was such a bust.
Oh, my gosh.
Janikowski was like a second round pick, wasn't he? Out of Florida State.
Yes, that was a Kiffin year, wasn't it? Didn't Kiffin draft him in the second or third round?
Raiders,
Janikowski.
yeah, mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
But
pretty brutal.
Janikowski was like actually the man.
But Janikowski's like, he's the outlier, not the norm. You know?
Right.
Exactly.
And just if my team ever drafts a kicker or a punter, I'm gonna lose my mind. It's part of the deal. Just don't do
The
it.
other thing from the NFL people complain about is the coaches' hats. Like you can't even see like the team on the front of the hat. Like how small, have you noticed? The little square.
Yes.
Whatever.
New hats
You
suck.
can't even see them.
Yeah.
Can I say, well, it didn't matter for one coach because, so not to put on my Colin Cowherd hat here, Dan Quinn wearing the backwards
He always-
snapback.
yeah.
It's not a great look.
He always does it.
I don't like my NFL head coach. This is where Colin was right. I don't want my head football coach wearing a backwards snapback on the sideline.
I guess I get that. Are you a DQ fan?
I think he's been. I mean, he brought us to a Super Bowl. He hired pretty well on offense, whether that was Kyle Shanahan, Dirk Cutter, and company. I think he was good for the Atlanta Falcons for a while. I think he's a super likable guy, but he ran his course. It just kind of was one of those. In-game management was a little bit suspect sometimes, and he was the defense really kind of fell apart gradually over the years. But a lot of it was I love Thomas Dimitroff, but they went all in, and things just got progressively worse. Guys got older. Julio declined, the Matt Ryan decline. I don't know. It just it got sad towards the end, but I mean, he should have won a Super Bowl for the Atlanta Falcons. You're up 28-3. Dan Quinn was a Super Bowl worthy winning football coach at one point. So yeah, I'll always hold him and with Mike Smith in great
Mike was
regard.
there.
I think they were pretty solid.
Saints just got picked up Dimitroff, I believe.
Yes, he's like a advisor
Yeah.
or something, but he's been with Sumer Sports
Yeah.
with their analytics. I mean, he's
Smart dude.
Dimitroff, smart dude.
Yeah.
And was really good. He was been a lot better than Terry Fontenot. A lot of fans did not like Dimitroff by the end. And I was like, he put together one of the best rosters in football for about a 3 to 5 year stretch. And you got to one Super Bowl there. Didn't win it, but he put together a Super Bowl winning worthy roster. Thomas Dimitroff was really good at his job at his peak.
Yeah.
But it also just doesn't end well for most teams, right? It doesn't end well for most coaches. It doesn't end well for most GMs. That's just kind of the nature of the beast. So I don't know. I'm pro Dimitroff, pro Quinn, pro Smith, or I should qualify. Arthur Smith was bad. The Arthur Smith stuff. No,
Yeah,
Terry Fontenot out bad. Raheem Morris right now out bad. But
Already?
yeah, Raheem's not a good coach. Time management stuff's pretty terrible.
You like Zach Robinson?
I like Michael Penix, so he deserves some credit for how good Michael Penix has been to this point. So I'll give Zach Ryan. He's getting stuff out of Kyle Pitts. Bijan, obviously, looking like Marshall Faulk out there. That first drive was awesome. Bijan is a delight to have in my football team, but that game on Monday, I was watching it at Walk-Ons, and I'm over there just with my laptop and just
Were you by
taking
yourself?
Yeah.
Oh.
I go and watch the Falcons by myself. I'm always not doing Falcons by myself, and I'm not doing Sunday Ticket at home. I can't because I only watch the Falcons in depth outside of the primetime stuff.
There's just too many distractions, people everywhere.
No, I was in a booth. It was great.
Oh, okay.
Had my blackened chicken pasta. It's great stuff.
Walk-ons.
They have the TV on for you?
Yes,
You just
put it
tell
on.
them, hey.
Yes.
Okay.
And I'll do
That's
that
sick.
at different places. Yeah, it's great.
I guess it helps when the Titans probably aren't playing at 1.
Yeah. But
Because
you
they
have
don't play
other
on
fans
4.
here. It was weird. There was a lot of Pats fans. I was there cheering. I was like, it's interesting. A lot of Pats fans in the Knoxville area. But yeah, no, it was great. And I like watching it for 3 to 4 hours and then getting my heart crushed once again by watching the Atlanta Falcons ruin my life. Ruin my Sundays, I should say. But, what are you going to do?
They get to ruin your Monday now. Did I play Monday or Sunday?
Sunday night.
Sunday, okay.
Yeah. Against the Vikes. We'll see. JJ McCarthy, Michael Penix.
Rematch.
Rematch.
Hopefully not a double loss weekend for you then.
Goodness gracious, Brett.
Falcons aren't beating the Vikings, so.
Oh, okay.
Need Tennessee to come through for you.
I really don't want to start 0-2. It's a bad omen for whether or not you're going to make playoffs.
Falcons aren't making the playoffs. This year's about making sure Penix is the guy.
I think that you have to make sure Michael Penix is the guy. Penix is the dude. Love Michael Penix. Let's do some quick slants here. The most underrated Knoxville game day experience to you is what, Jack Foster?
Again, these questions are tough for me because I've been to one game as a fan.
Have you really only been to one game as a fan?
Yep, one. Saturday will be my second.
So you're gone?
Yep.
Okay. Do you know where you're sitting?
Section V.
I don't know what area. I just meant area in the stadium. Are you in the
No,
end
I have
zone?
no
Are
idea.
you-
I
okay.
have no idea.
Yeah, I
In
don't
the
know.
s- In the suites.
Oh,
Danny Deck.
Is that what that
No,
is? Oh.
I don't know.
Are you going,
Well,
Brett?
No, I'm not going.
Okay.
No.
What's your favorite underrated Knoxville game day experience?
Underrated?
That a lot of people don't know until they experience.
I don't know. It's been a while. How many experiences can there possibly be? Either go on the boat, You can go to friends tailgate. Like, what else are you doing for a game day experience other than like a couple of different things?
I got one.
Yeah.
Rushing the field after you beat Alabama. Underrated.
That was pretty good. Is that the only game you went to as a fan?
No, I covered that one.
Oh,
as
okay.
journalist.
You know what I like doing on Saturday mornings? I really like driving around, like in the fall Saturdays, like just making a coffee run or something, and then driving around the city for a little bit, just seeing all the different tailgates being set up and just kind of the energy.
You venture into downtown?
It depends, but yeah, sometimes.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just kind of like to see it. You know, everything just comes to life, and it's just there's this energy, there's anticipation.
Yeah.
That's really cool to see. But yeah, there's a lot of different things. Iced or hot coffee, Jack Foster?
Like both, but iced more times than hot for sure. It's got to be like hot coffee to me is almost like a treat. It's almost like a dessert. It's like, all right, I'm gonna have a hot coffee, and
it's usually the opposite
down.
For people.
Yeah, I don't know. Iced coffee to me is like true caffeine. Like, let's go. Hot coffee is almost like a.
And it's hot coffee. I feel like you really only want it like in the morning.
Yeah,
it's a good take.
Like if I were to drink a hot latte or something, you know, I'd do it in the afternoon.
I will tell
like
you,
a
like
nighttime thing.
Sometimes I'll try because I've tried to make decaf thing. Like I got a decaf coffee here, but it's iced, and I can do decaf coffee iced because I have my caffeine fix in the morning with my hot coffee. But I've always tried to talk myself into a hot decaf when I get out of here, and I'm like, and I'll just put some sugar in it and give me a second half of the day boost. Never, it's right. Like I'm never like, what a great decision. I want decaf to happen for me. Decaf hot coffee is never going to work for me. I just don't like the taste. It doesn't do much for me. Kind of ruins my afternoon.
Cold brew is my favorite. Love cold brew. I want a cold brew machine. That's what I want.
Okay.
Need to buy one of those.
Final one. I think Amazon Prime is the best NFL game production setup now. Do you agree?
Yeah, you're saying just with graphics,
Yeah.
pre and post game, the call, all that stuff, like the whole shebang, or just the look?
I think all of it. I think the
You
look
like-
is the best.
Oh, you like Michaels and
I don't think the broadcast team is the best. I still think part of it is like I
think
don't.
Joe and Troy are the best
Oh,
right now.
Tariq and Collinsworth, I really enjoy.
like of all the announcers, or are you just talking like Sunday
a
night,
team.
Monday night?
But you know what we
That
learned this
kind of
week
thing.
is
Oh,
Tom
that's
Brady would be better on the Fox NFL show because Brady gave a great answer talking to Coward this week where you're like, oh, Brady's good at that. Like if
Yeah.
you give Brady a long form type deal, he's good. He's not good as
Yeah,
a play-by-play
should've-
guy. And you
Olsen's
already
way
have the
better.
best one, Greg Olsen. So
Yeah.
you're just
I tell you what, my favorite sportscaster ever is Rich Eisen. I
Oh.
kind of like grew up like with him, you know,
Yeah.
watching him on Game Day Morning, all that stuff. Always have listened to his show. He is not good in the booth.
No.
He's straight up not.
So when
good.
he's doing the London games, and
no,
stuff,
he did the
It's
Brazil game on
unbelievable.
Friday and he
him
I
and
don't-
Warner.
It's
Yeah.
like he's not himself. He doesn't even act like Rich Eisen. It's
Yeah.
so strange. He doesn't know what to say. I'm like, dude, you're like the most smooth guy ever in
Yeah.
front of
Yeah.
a mic, and you're like stumbling. It's not. I mean, I've never done it, but you know, it's just really awkward to me how some people it can be such a challenge. You know, like Brady, like Eisen.
my dream box situation would be like combining, I guess both would be Sean McDonough with like Greg Olsen or something. That'd
Yeah.
be a fantastic broadcast.
I always loved Alan Chris on SNF. I hated it that they got broken.
They
up.
were the GOATs.
Yeah.
But I mean, Sean McDonough, I think, is still my favorite. I don't know if it's a hot take. He's my favorite play-by-play guy. I think he's the best.
I don't think he's not my favorite, but he's arguably the most versatile. What
Definitely
he
the most
can do
versatile.
is
Where's
awesome.
Romo in all this?
He's fallen off.
I
man.
don't know, Jim.
I don't know, Jim.
He just tells you to play before it happens.
That ship sailed, man. You know what? He's a great
gotten
story, and like you can't peak too soon.
Yeah.
Like you cannot be the guy, like because that was never sustainable. Like that would have required him to be like just on his like that. I'm sure takes so much work from him to do that and be like still stay on top of the game to that extent that. Man, you set it yourself up too much where you're calling plays for the head. Like that's something you keep in your back pocket if people are like, hey, Romo's okay. And he's like, really? I'm okay? All right. Now I'm bringing out the big guns. He started with that. You don't
Yeah,
do too much too
yeah.
soon, man, because then everything after that is a downgrade.
Well, you
It's like-
can't practice, right?
Yeah.
Like you really can't. You just got to get out there and
Well, we also have too many quarterbacks and players. Like, what happened to the coaches being involved? Like, the John Madden stuff was great. Like, I thought Chuck Pagano was pretty good when I've heard him talk. Like, we need more coaches back in the booth with these play-by-play guys. And I think with Herbie's good at college, but Kirby's in that spot that Stephen A. Smith is in, where they're just stretched too thin. Like, it's just not, there's only so much time of the day that for Herbie to keep up with all of this and to be good at both, I think it's just too hard.
I think he does a hell of a job doing NFL games.
I'm not disagreeing. I'm just saying it's hard. Like, he is really stretched thin.
Yeah. Also, I have my answer. My favorite best way to watch a football game in the NFL is the ManningCast.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm ManningCast all day.
ManningCast is good.
Yeah.
Do you watch it Monday?
It depends on the game. If it's a game I don't care about.
Did you watch it Monday?
Oh, no, I did not.
Gotcha. Randy Moss, Peyton
great story, man.
The out of bounds.
Yep.
So good.
Yeah.
Did you see about that?
Mm-mm.
Okay, so
you need to look it up.
Bears were kicking off. They are not onsiding because they have, it's like 2:02 on the clock, right?
Mm-hmm.
They have one timeout. They're down 3. They don't want a return because a return negates the 2-minute warning, right? You want no time to go off the clock, so they have to run a play before the 2-minute. You get that stoppage, then your timeout. Now you're only burning 40 seconds rather than a minute and a half. Well, Santos, notorious weak leg. So Peyton's like, and Brandy and Eli, they're like, you need to kick it out of bounds. But Peyton was really the one saying this. You need to kick it out of bounds to make sure. He's like, screw the penalty, get at the 40. I don't care. You get a 35 anyway. Like, and what does Santos do? Tries to kick it out the back of the end zone. Doesn't make it. Dude returns it. Bears can't get the ball back. I mean, they got the ball back for like 10 seconds. I'm like, kick it out of bounds. How does, like, Peyton's just thinking to himself. He's like, oh, they should kick this out of bounds. Like, he thought of it immediately pretty much. The Bears have a full staff of coaches. Like, how can you guys not see that?
He kicked it deep though, but he just didn't kick it.
No, but
it wasn't out of the field of play.
You're outdoors in Chicago. Dude's got one of the weakest legs in the league. Like, just kick it out of bounds.
Yep.
Yeah.
I guess it's the best part of the ManningCast.
Well, I think for ManningCast, it's great when it's a game that you're not like locked in on. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just comfort. It's like a live podcast. ManningCast is just like a live.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's comfort, you know. But if I'm like locked, like I wouldn't do something like that for Tennessee games. I'm just too locked in. I need the play. You know what I mean? Like, it's just a different. It's a very relaxed feel. I feel like the ManningCast is perfect for the. Hey, you're just settling in, and you want to hear some size. Like, you don't have a stake in who wins or loses that game.
That's fair.
You know, I don't know. When we come back, we'll put a bow on this Friday edition of The Chase. Stick with us. It's The Chase right here on Fan Run Radio, Fox Sports Knoxville, 105.7 FM, 1340 AM, and all streaming for free on that Fan Run Radio app.
Check out our new and improved website at fanrunradio.com.
Hi, this is Bo Kregner from the Kregner Group at Realty Executives, and I know there's a lot of choices here in East Tennessee when it comes to choosing a realtor. Here's why the Kregner Group is different. At the Kregner Group, our motto is walking by faith, serving others. It's how I live my life. It's how I run my business. Here at the Kregner Group, we're committed to doing real estate the right way. Faith, honesty, integrity. The Kregner Group. Call me anytime at 865-742-1035 or visit my website at bonowshouses.com.
Ever been the coach who realized the team's gear just wasn't up to par? Well, if I'm being honest, that was me. Just a downright irresponsible and plain bad coach. Then SM Athletics changed the game. I want you to picture this. I walk into their store, a coach with a vision. SM Athletics didn't just see a coach. They saw a team's potential, and they delivered custom uniforms so striking. Our team's spirit soared. From cutting-edge apparel to top-notch equipment, SM Athletics transformed our presence. No more unreliable online orders or envying the other team's style. SM Athletics stands for quality, design, and on-time delivery every time. Coaches, elevate your team with SM Athletics. Call 865-966-3434 or visit smathletics.com. Get the best for your team, delivered right and on time. So, elevate your team's game by contacting SM Athletics today.
Knoxville, get ready. The Big Sports Show is coming Saturday, November 8th at the World Exposition Hall. Meet your favorite sports stars, Hall of Famer Earl Campbell, baseball greats Wade Boggs, Dwight Gooden, and Jose Canseco, plus UT legends Shamiqua Holtzclaw, Carl Pickens, and many more. Autographs, photos, and memories you'll never forget all in one huge day. Tickets on sale. Get yours now at BigSportsShow.com. That's BigSportsShow.com. The Big Sports Show, Saturday, November 8th, Knoxville. Don't miss it.
At Knoxville Insurance Group, they understand the challenges many consumers face when searching for insurance coverage. That's why whether it's for you, your family, or your business, they create a coverage plan specifically for your unique needs. Knoxville Insurance Group is an independent firm, which means they aren't beholden to just one insurance company. They search multiple companies, acting as your negotiator to find you the best possible policy and price. Start a quote in minutes at KnoxvilleInsuranceGroup.com or call them today at 865-694-9788.
It's football time at Tennessee, so crack open a cold beer that doesn't fumble the flavor. Garage Beer is 100% beer-flavored beer. No gimmicks, just cold beer. Built for bonfires, backyards, and beating Bama. Garage Beer is proud to be brewed right here in the Volunteer State. So pick up a 12-pack today and look for the drive celebrating Football Fridays at select Garage Beer headquarters around town this fall. American-owned, Tennessee brew.
FM 1340 AM and always drink for free on that Fan Run Radio app. The Drive with Russell Smith, Bob Baskerville, and the Bear coming up here at 3 o'clock on the dot. And
they're live today from
where are they?
Beard and Beer Market.
There you go.
Hell yeah.
So yeah,
come out and see them if you're in the area. 3 to 6. Talk some shop with.
It's a good spot, especially on a day like today.
It is a good spot.
Being outdoors and stuff like that. So yeah, good spot.
And you need some steps. Make it a little bit further down for Sequoia Hills. Get some steps in. Love taking.
Sure.
I mean, look. It's a great spot to walk your dog.
I agree. You like that's where you go
when I'm in the because
you're talking about like in the neighborhood through the gravel, whatever the sidewalk thing they got.
You could do that's where people walk and run. I do. I'm talking about like by the water.
Oh,
There's
okay.
They actually like have a little path, like just like a little where the dogs you can go walk.
When I was running cross country in high school, that was when our main course would run
That'd be hard
in that little park.
Yeah.
It was flat. It was an easy run, not on the road part. Like they would create a course right through like down by the water and through some of the little. It was never on the road itself.
Okay.
Yeah. So
there you go. I was doing track. We run through neighborhoods and all that, but it was just like one of those things. It's like once the thing with running and like I just way back when, but like now, like I was at like 11 something thousand steps yesterday, and like I'm limping back to my house because like my left foot was just on fire. Like my arthritis was driving me nuts. Like I'm just so cooked. But there was time but the thing about running that I always loved is like when you get through, it's kind of like riding for me. The hardest part is those first couple minutes when you start, but then like once you're in, like you start at a high hill for where we were in Lilburn, Georgia, and you're like, oh, this is gonna stink.
Yeah.
But then you're going, you're like, this is fine. Like it's just you just got to get through that first little part here. But yeah, it's just I miss it. Do you still run a lot, Brett?
Yeah, I do that in the Peloton a lot. So and then
do you like Peloton?
I do. I enjoy it.
Do you do the music stuff and everything too?
A lot of times I'll mute it and listen to like a podcast.
Yeah.
And things like that. I mean, I have the closed caption on the Peloton, so you can still see what the resistance or the cadence on your bike. You can still adjust without the music or whatever. So I'm more of a podcast ride for like 45 minutes or so.
I could see myself being
it's
Peloton guy at one point.
Yeah, because some days I just don't feel like running, but I'm still getting we have a little stationary like treadmill.
Yeah,
like
treadmill. You cannot. I
hate it. I don't like it too much.
Real runners hate the treadmill.
Yeah, but this one doesn't have like any handles either. So if I get tired, you're just falling.
Yeah, the treadmill is one of the things about running that you enjoy is like you make progress. Like you go places. Like it's cool. You're like, man, treadmill is just.
Well, now it's good running weather. Like I can get up early and run when it's 50 degrees. Summer's terrible. I don't do it. Humidity, even at 6 a.m, it's terrible.
Okay. Jack, are you a runner?
Yeah, I like running.
Okay.
Haven't done it much this year just because of my head and stuff. But no, I love running. Yeah.
Did you hear this week earlier? I think it was it Brett? Who was it? Was it Sylvia or was it Shumpert who said they were the best golfer among the main Rocky Top media group?
I think it's Shump, right?
Yeah. Here's the deal with that. Okay. Ryan Shumpert scores better than anybody else.
Okay.
But he plays like he's 70.
What does that mean?
Hey, You got really short swing, slow,
Keeps it in play
just
better.
boring. It's yawn golf. Okay,
Yawn golf.
All right.
I've never heard this term.
He doesn't spray the ball, but he also never takes any chances. He's just pars and bogeys.
He's never going for the big one. He's just okay.
Yeah, so he shoots in the 80s all the time. I don't play that
Interesting.
way. I am balls to the wall, like we are crunching and munching.
Ripping and
this-
ripping.
Yes, to the max, all the time.
Is that how you
every
were
hole.
taught, like in high school and everything else? Like
Yep.
you were taught golf that way.
My golf coach told me, he goes, Jack, it amazes me how you can make consistent contact swinging as hard and long as you do, because that thing is wrapped around my back and I am coming through. So because I
John
play that
Daly
way,
style.
because I play that way and I don't practice like Ryan does, I get out there once in a blue moon. I'm going to have some holes where I like blow up. But also, like we played at Island Point a couple weeks ago, and I had a 3 birdie round.
Nice.
But Shumpert beat me by like 8 strokes. He had 0
Because all the
birdies.
blow up holes.
Yes, I had an 11 on a par. It's just like you can't win with that. I shot a 42 on the back 9 with a 9 on a par 5.
Wow.
Have you ever seen Shump go for it, or is that's his only
No,
style?
that's just how he goes. He's actually gotten. It used to be really bad. I'm like, wow, this is ancient golf here. But he's gotten better with it. His drive, especially, has gotten much more exciting.
I've heard Sylvia is a rocket launcher.
Yep, Sylvia's more like me. Yeah.
Okay.
But he just hasn't played nearly as long, so he's still kind of, getting there.
Yeah.
Caleb's an absolute hack, and Rick doesn't play a lot, so it's unfair to compare him.
Yeah, Rick's in a tough spot, and
He's newly married, right? It's
Yeah.
only been a couple months
and
for
then
him.
I don't think golf ticks up when
Yeah.
you get married.
Right.
No.
Probably goes the other way.
A little bit, yeah.
It's a tough thing because it's one of those things I talk about with when people are like, hey, there's only so much time, but I'm always amazed at guys who golf on Saturday. I'm like, you're married, like, don't you have kids? Like, how are you just gone for like 6 hours on a Saturday?
Yeah, you got to have a cool life.
Yes.
Speaking of those guys, do you want to know their score predictions?
Who?
The Rocky Top Insider guys. Not Jack. He's already told us, but they did their article.
Oh, I think we were like golf score predictions. Like
Oh,
when they
no,
played
golf
us, I was
score.
like, interesting. Okay. Yeah.
Butler, what'd he say? He's got
Definitely Tennessee.
Can I make a
27
prediction here?
Okay, sorry, I already
Shump does not have Tennessee winning this football game.
No, of course not.
Yeah.
No, he does not.
Yep.
But do you know? Can you predict his score?
Ooh, I'm gonna say Shump.
Have you ever seen this, Jack?
No.
Okay.
Okay.
You guys can both guess then.
All right.
He's got. You already know he's. Well, he's already got Georgia winning. I'll
Oh
just
yeah,
say that.
100%. I'll say
24-14, Ryan score. Georgia wins.
I'll go 27-10.
27-14.
But like a hybrid of ours.
Yeah.
Who do you want to guess now?
Let's do Rick.
Yeah,
Okay,
Rick.
Rick.
He's gonna be
He's
little
more
more points in Tennessee. It's more positive. I'll
Yes.
say Tennessee 35, Georgia. No. Let's do Tennessee 31, Georgia 28.
Okay.
I think Rick's the only one who has Tennessee winning. I'm gonna go Rick 34, Tennessee 34, Georgia 20.
He's got Tennessee 27-24.
I knew he had him winning. He's cheery. Rick's
very-
he's more
All right,
positive.
last one.
Yeah.
What's Sylvia
I
got?
have no idea.
Sylvia's
I'll
definitely a Georgia lock too. I'll go Georgia, Sylvia 28, Tennessee 24.
28-17.
24-20 Georgia.
Okay.
So that's
right on the line.
We know the guys here. We know the Rocky Top Insider
That's good.
where they generally speaking will
Yeah.
lie. Yeah. I'm on Grant Ramey's here, his stuff, because he had Tennessee 10-2 before the year. So I better see. I haven't seen the picks are in for VolQuest, but friend of the program, Grant Ramey.
10-2.
Yeah, he had 10-2 before the
Winning
year.
this one?
I don't know. That's why I want to know. Was part of his 10-2 beating Georgia? Is that one of the?
I mean, you got to think it's got to be one of those.
Yeah.
Georgia, Alabama, Florida.
Because it was bold, man. He was the only 10-2 preseason Tennessee
Yes,
media member.
yeah.
So I don't know. I appreciated it.
So what's going to happen? I mean, we've talked about it enough.
I'm
I mean,
glad
we
that the
kinda
game's tomorrow because we have exacerbated every last ounce
Yeah.
of this game, and I'm just excited to see it play
That's
out.
why basketball is like nice when you get midweek games
True.
and like weekend games. It breaks it up very nice because it gives you enough time to talk about the
Yeah.
previous game, and then but you can't obviously do that in football, but unless you had like a Saturday Thursday or something, which would be a lot better. But
I think that's one of the issues with baseball is like you have a whole weekend to talk about, and you're like some of the games get lost, and you're like, oh yeah, I forgot that happened in game 2. Like you don't get to react about like it's harder to do the recap during the week because you're like, okay, I'm doing 27 innings here and just trying to like bounce back through, and then
it's like Doyle can shove and be stellar on a Friday, you win, and then you just get boat race the next 2 games, and it's a negative takeaway for the
weekend. 100%. Yeah, so you don't really get to do it, but I don't know.
Who's like an X Factor or like
the 3 players.
Yeah, your 3 players.
Yeah, I'll say Arian Carter. Curious to see how Jesse Perry holds up, and then I think Boo Carter, if Tennessee wins, makes at more than one like explosive game-breaking type play.
Yeah, Boo Carter's my number 2, Braylon Staley number 1, and then probably Jordan Ross number 3.
Okay, Jordan Ross, I like that.
Because I think Jordan Ross is going to be in all the Rabbits packages across from Joshua
Joseph's on one side and Ross on the other.
And I think Ross, if he's wrecking havoc on the other side, and Joseph is able to feast on that, get a sack or 2, or vice versa, it's big for Tennessee. Jordan Ross has a really good coming out party. It's big for Tennessee.
So do you count Boo as like a cover corner? Like, is he the most important player in the secondary?
No, the most important person in the secondary, I think, is probably Ty Redmond. Because if Ty can hold up, then you're fine.
Think he was going to play, right?
Who, Ty?
Well, I thought you said McMurray.
McMurray should, but I think McMurray's still going to start.
And Boo and
no, I don't think Boo's starting.
You don't think Boo's starting?
No, I think I'd be surprised.
Gosh, that'd be such a tough call right
now.
But
I would not be surprised if Boo plays more snaps at star than McMurray. Because remember, Christian Harrison started for a lot. I mean, and then gradually went back to Boo. I don't know. I think eventually Boo will reclaim that starting star job, but I don't know. I don't
But you don't think it's Saturday?
No, I don't think it's Saturday. But if he has a great game, then you're like, all right, we have to make that transition. You know what I mean? Where it's like his play has to force Tennessee's hand. Does that make sense?
Yeah. And do you think that we just continue to rotate the running backs, or do you see one like sticking out more than the other, like to start Thomas?
I'll say
closer to like 20 carries or something.
I'm a huge Peyton Lewis guy, but he has not had a good start. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if it's more Starr and Bishop and much less Peyton Lewis this week.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if the 1-2 punch is a lot of Bishop and I think you're going to get a whole lot of Bishop because I feel like were very careful with his carry count last week against ETSU. I think the plan is Bishop to get a significant number of carries in this game, along with Starr Thomas. I think Peyton Lewis is like a 5 or less carry guy on Saturday.
Who worries you the most, like on Georgia? Is it Branch?
No, the receivers don't really worry me. I would say
like at one of the tight ends.
Yeah, the tight ends as a whole for sure. They crushed you last year. I would say
like a defensive player, like he could just wreak havoc. Like, are you worried about Perry and
I think
D ends?
No, I think it's the linebackers. I think CJ Allen and Raylan Wilson and Chris Cole could make Joey Aguilar's life a nightmare on Saturday. I think those are all NFL linebackers, and I think in the middle of the field, if he tries some stuff and they pounce, things can get ugly in a hurry. Like, the Georgia linebackers are very, very good.
And it's going to be a 12 personnel game, right?
Yeah. Like, Jesse Perry, you can't put him on an island against some of the guys he's up against. Like, you're going to have guys chipping all day long.
Yeah.
I like Jesse Perry, but I would be very surprised if the most common personnel set on Saturday is not 12 personnel. We'll see. That'll do it for this Friday edition of The Chase. Thank you to Jack Foster of Omaha Productions for joining us in studio on this fine Friday. Thank you to Brett Hoolander. The drive is up next here at 3. Thank you all for listening to this Friday edition of The Chase. And have a wonderful weekend, East Tennessee, and enjoy the game on Saturday. Be safe, everybody.
The Chase on Fox Sports Knoxville and Fan Run Radio. Heck yeah. Congratulations. You found sports radio that doesn't suck. This is Fan Run Radio, Knoxville.
Located in Knoxville's historic Old City, Barley's offers great food, live music, the best draft beer selection in town, and now your new favorite place